everybody, listen up. I mean, you guys know what happened to me. You know I walked right into that pole, but the pole was bent, okay? The pole should not have been bent like that, and I got injured, okay? Now, when you get injured, you should be entitled some compensation for that. Don't get dunked on by an insurance company. You call Morgan & Morgan, and they'll fight to get you full compensation after a car crash or other injury, for example, walking into a pole in the street. They've recovered billions of dollars for people, and hiring them is 100% free unless you win. Free unless you win. Free unless you win. Do you hear that? It does not cost you anything to hire them unless you win. You just visit forthepeople.com/flagrant for a free case review. I'm doing it. I got to get my head checked.
You got it, yo.
I got to get a check for my head check.
City and learn his lesson.
They got to learn their lesson. How are they going to treat the Crown Prince like that? Anyway, this episode has been brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Time to get the episode started. It's a wild one. It's a wild. Let's just start right now and begin. Kaz is late. Kaz is late again. I don't know what. Late. I don't know how late you got. And this is the best excuse that he's given by far. What? Akash, what was his excuse for being late today?
I got to put on my Halloween costume?
Yo. We literally said, how far out? He's like, 5 minutes. He goes, matter of fact, y'all start without me. I got to put on my Halloween costume. This guy better walk in here as a fucking Autobot. You better put, holy shit, here it is.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, son.
Yo, it's actually worth it.
So you know what?
Close the door all the way. Close the door all the way.
I'll tell you why I'm late and upset, right?
No.
Close the door all the way.
It all fits the stereotype.
Son, hold on 1 second. Kaz, for those of you who can't see, Kaz is dressed as a Popeye's chicken sandwich. This is one of the most amazing things.
This goes with the
theme.
theme.
You got to go in between Wheezy's buns, and then you really are a Popeye's chicken sandwich. This is perfect, bro.
So I've been fucked.
Hold on, put this.
CEO.
Oh my God, what an entertaining way.
This shit for like 5 minutes.
Actually,
And this shit's not inflating, so I'm mad as fuck. So I'm just.
Dude,
can you see
this
right
is
now?
so
I
funny,
can barely
bro.
fucking see.
All right, open up the top part a little bit. Dude.
It looks like a shower cap.
Oh, God.
So
damn.
Kaz is in a full chicken costume.
So it's supposed to inflate.
Right.
And then I could see out of all this shit.
Do you need me to help you blow?
Stupid.
Yes, actually.
You know that's why you guys brought me.
There's like a fan in here that you press and plug in.
Right.
And it inflates into a big fucking,
I need you to get your face out of that fucking costume,
Yeah, this
dude.
is a lot. Fuck, I can't see
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. And
Push that head through the hole. Now
Hold on.
Akash is spreading it for him.
I don't think that's coming off, dude.
It's not coming out, bro.
And also, we're
Is
just
your
going
head
to
not
hear that
supposed to go
thing
through the
wish
chicken?
No, it's
the
supposed
entire
to.
episode.
Like a baby, yo. Babies get through wombs. You got this shit.
Oh, God. All right. Okay.
All right.
Wow.
And we're here.
Is there a
Very
blacker
nice.
costume than the one you have on right now?
Listen.
Whatever you're wearing.
Okay.
What's your costume? You don't wear a costume?
Oh, yeah.
We'll be-
Everybody, slow down.
okay.
We have costumes for everybody here
Okay.
except myself. I fucked up. I apologize.
God
it was
damn
kind
it,
of my
bro.
idea to wear the costume. I know. My one concern is the costume will be making too much sound. Eden,
I'll
you
just
keep that.
Completely staying.
Make
still.
sure you listen to that. We are all here in costume.
Got you, buddy.
Thanks, bro.
Akash, you are next.
Yep.
What? Okay. Would you like to deliver the costume?
Sure.
Now, Akash doesn't look like he's in costume right now. For everybody listening, I will describe it. He's just wearing a black members-only jacket and black pants
And black shoes.
and black shoes.
And then you unzip the shirt slowly.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you see
Okay.
at Akash Singh,
Okay.
at Andrew Schulz,
Okay.
at Alex Media,
Okay.
at WeezyWTF,
Oh.
and at Donald Trump Jr.
Okay.
Okay.
I am the IG shadow ban.
Am I not on the
You
shirt?
didn't get shadow banned. Ed didn't get shadow banned.
Oh, let me see.
got
Go,
shadow ban, right?
go.
We
did. I still am.
Oh, that's good, dude.
Why you had to put me by him?
By who?
Donald.
Oh,
The
yo,
duck.
y'all are besties, yo.
Shit.
I just had to go podcast first, to be honest.
Okay. This
I
is
love
great.
it.
This is great. Okay, this is very good. It's a very good. Did you do this last minute?
Oh, definitely. I had the plan of doing it
Right.
yesterday, but my back was fucked. I couldn't even get out of bed, so I did it today, and that's why I was late.
Okay.
Right
And
on the
now,
marker and
Weezy,
shit.
what do you got on?
I am an LA ride or die bitch.
Ah.
Not going to say what you
Cholo?
think. Can't use that word.
Is that a?
You can't say chola?
That's
I just don't want to be problematic by using.
Shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
Jesus
fucking
All
Christ.
right.
What
Sticking
fucking
things in
podcast
guys'
are you on?
asses. You're not even
I'm
going to say
not
fucking
chola, you know
chola?
what I'm saying? But I couldn't get my accent down, which is why I didn't want to.
Nah, that was
I didn't sign
alright.
for this.
Get
I'm
that shit.
solid. I'm solid accent.
You can't do a
Solid.
Mexican.
I can't fucking do it, yo.
Why
Let
not?
me tell you
I
something.
think because I grew up in Florida, like
You look very Mexican. Like you're pulling it off.
I look very Mexican.
But that's
Yeah, right
nothing
now.
to do with
I mean,
the
what's
sound of the
outfit?
accent.
No, but we
Gotta
don't
bring it all
need.
together.
We don't need accuracy. Andrew got this great joke he put up yesterday on Diwali. His
Yeah.
Indian accent is pretty good for a white dude, but it's not like.
Is it?
But
My Indian
But it's
accent?
not
You ever
good.
heard my
Yeah.
Indian accent?
No, I just hear you
hit
talk
it,
shit
hit
about
it. What's
Indians,
my favorite fruit?
Which is
What's my favorite fruit, yo?
How?
What?
Coors Light.
That sounds Japanese.
Yeah,
No, I
that
was
does sound
doing
very
Indian,
Japanese.
like-
Native American. He's doing Native American.
Now, see, now that's too problematic. That's not
Okay,
what
so here's something you have to understand, Weezy. Right now, you are in the house of flagrancy.
That's
so,
why I went with the I mean,
Pera,
chola.
pera. We're gonna get there. So, in the house of flagrancy, there's no such thing as woke. There's no such thing as problematic. There's no such thing as toxic. There's no such thing as anything. So, in this space right here, you can operate however you'd like to operate.
Yes, you can.
What happened? Yo, our bad. Shitty ass fucking system that we got over here shut down, but you know. Soon we won't have to deal with these types of things. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Back to where were we? We were just talking about
How I need to be asleep this whole episode.
Oh yeah, this episode.
House of Flagrancy.
You are asleep, right? This
Yeah.
is the House of Flagrancy, meaning nobody that listens to this podcast will judge you for a single thing you say
Right.
because as long as it's all in the guise of humor, because that's what this is about. This is a conversation with your friends in front of 150,000 people.
Real quick,
but
it's not
that's
in
what
the,
it is.
the guise of humor means we're pretending to be funny and we're actually being hateful. It's, we're
it
doing
actually
it
is
while
funny.
being
To
funny.
be fair,
guys
I
like this
know
guy.
where I am.
Oh.
Just need to correct, just so you don't get no shit about
I'll be
it.
honest, that first
Yeah.
5 minutes, I needed to pander to my followers, and they were like, okay, she's cool. She's
Yo,
gonna
yo, 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 yo,
Bro,
yo,
your
yo,
followers
yo,
can
yo,
turn
yo,
this
yo,
shit
yo,
off.
yo, yo,
No,
yo,
they
yo, yo,
can't.
yo, 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 yo.
They
I'm
ready
kidding.
for
Let's
me
go
to
back.
can't.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Okay.
Anybody that's listening to this podcast right now, because Weezy is on it, we want to say you are welcome. You are welcome to the house of flagrancy that you're in. But you decided to click on this. You had
knew where you
nothing
were getting.
to fucking do today.
I'm just
okay?
trying to do some tour
You
promo, okay?
were bored at work and you want some distraction. And we're going to distract you in the way that we know how by saying some absolutely deplorable things for the next hour and a half,
I'm
maybe
100%
2 hours.
doing an accent that's going to make someone curse me out on
Good.
Twitter.
Stop it,
Good.
yo.
And I want to. I
Okay.
can't do it
Yeah,
in my
I'm
house.
so-
That being
Saturday
said,
Night Live.
that being said, every time you apologize or you say problematic or toxic or something like that,
I get
there
spanked?
is.
What? Well,
I'm trying to think who would administer the punishment.
Well, it
Damn,
can't be
all
any
you guys
three
have
of us.
girlfriends.
Yeah, none of us can really do
Eden,
anything
you're
here.
single.
They gotta be edited.
Why it gotta be Eden?
Because me
Alex?
and Alex are brother and sister.
Yeah, that shouldn't.
Yeah, sure.
That's what y'all
Honestly,
think.
I did notice you did come by yourself.
This is a great idea.
Y'all,
because
y'all
you
brother
wouldn't
and
be
sister
the
like Game of
first
Thrones.
Chola that Eden has slapped.
All right, you guys have something to spank me with? Do you
No,
have like a
no,
rule?
because then it's like I want you to be spanked. I don't want. We have to do something that you don't want.
You're right.
Oh, bruh, come on. This like when you took me to a White House. It was like doing it to me on purpose. You're just going to make me
It was so
say
easy
toxic?
to get you to the White House. By the way, I just want to point that out. Like
How?
you like
White
the
House?
front. We went to the White House. It's where the
Okay.
president lives.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
He didn't say we
So,
was...
Like the actual White House. I'm thinking it's like a
No. Andrew
like,
ain't say
really
we was
what?
going up to the
I have a
gates and
suggestion.
shit.
yeah.
We make her put her feet on the table.
Why? What happened?
You don't like people staring at your feet, right?
Oh my God,
What you
stop
mean?
it.
Everyone loves her feet. She has like a whole foot account, right?
That's not me.
Oh, my
Wow.
bad.
All whores don't look alike. Christ, Kaz. That's fucked up. Mandy got a
didn't-
foot account.
Mandy
okay?
does have a foot account.
They
but I do
deleted
know you
Mandy's
they
feet.
do
Yo,
have.
people are
they
really-
do have
deleted
fancier
Mandy's feet?
too.
I can't, well, they say that it's sex work, and a lot of people feel like it isn't.
I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at Mandy's feet. Mandy got some nice feet.
Man, you
bro.
got good toes.
Yo, get Mandy's
Descending
feet look like
toe
a,
She has nice feet.
bro. Get her foot up.
I never would think of her as the
That is not
type.
what you
Are
text
you
me.
typing in Mandy feet?
Gotta
Are they
be
gone?
killing all
they're
this
gone.
shit, bro.
God damn
Just
it,
shut
Alex.
the fuck up over there. Jesus Christ.
Why? What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing. No worries.
This motherfucker be bobbling alley oops. He don't even gotta throw it. You getting like a soccer assist. You two away from the fucking goal.
God
you trying
damn
to
it,
pander.
Alex.
Listen, what I was setting up was some commentary that I had made on Mandy's feet. I think she has a let's get a good foot up. No, she had a foot account up.
She has a whole foot.
They deleted it though.
They deleted it.
You can't just have an account full of feet.
At first, I thought it was deleted because I thought she was accepting payment. Then when we were talking about it on the pod, she's like, no, just literally pictures of my feet. People were putting emojis. Instagram is doing this thing where they're starting to ban people that are using like peach emojis, eggplant emojis, and drip signs.
Really?
They're going through DMs. We had some sex workers on that were talking about it. So because I guess feet pages are sex work. But she's going to start an OnlyFans.
What is an OnlyFans?
It's the site that you can pay for porn on.
Yes.
I don't know if it's all porn because I don't really think feet is too much of porn depending on what you do with it.
I'm confused. So there are girls that I follow that are naked and they just cover their breasts. They have their butt cheeks showing. That is more sexual than a foot account?
I completely agree with you, but
What's their reasoning?
I think that maybe feet is just too weird for people. Like, I think it just becomes too kinky. Like, we're so used to seeing titties and ass, but you see someone with a foot page, you're like, what a whore.
Let's pause.
You know what I mean?
Feet are way more utilitarian.
But
than
I think it's
tits or
because
ass.
if you're putting your feet out, it's like a for sure fetish. Like, there's no way you can be like, nah, I'm just a cobbler. You know what I mean? You can't, like, try to make that shit not sexual.
Son, can we not do this, man?
Why?
Why are we doing this?
Yo, Al, you got PTSD from last time.
I have
Dude, son.
PTSD.
Why?
You hear how Mandy has amazing feet.
Stop.
I'm literally
Stop.
just trying to go there
Stop.
so this doesn't turn into
This
an
is
episode.
something that's
Not
that
doing this.
I do
I remember
not
what happened last
understand.
time.
Hold on, guys.
Okay.
We got to not talk over each other. Now, this is something that's very important. If you sign up for a foot account
Yeah.
and you want to put your feet on the internet, you can't be upset if people want to talk about how nice your feet are.
I mean, I agree, and I think it started from pictures like this, just with toes, and then she's like, "Fuck it, guys love my feet. Like, let's go hard." And so when she started the page, I think she said it lasted 5 hours.
Free Mandy's feet, yo. I looked at it. She had one foot pig where like her foot was like kind of like crinkled, like that looked
She
like
had a photographer come and teach her how
Really?
to scrunch them and shit.
Wait a minute.
Where's the
scrunch
appeal?
for the thing?
Like, that's what I want to know. Like, I don't. Where's the appeal in like feet? Like, I know you're into feet.
Yes.
Yeah, but it
Love
can't
feet.
just be feet.
Yeah, it can.
People have
Not
told
on
me.
me.
Explain to me the
Not me.
appeal.
I don't know the
I'm
appeal either,
so-
but the only thing I hear, two things when people leave comments about my feet is staircase toes and my arch, which
Right.
I don't really get. But
Staircase toe is important. Descending toe length.
yes, descending toe length. Because normally I guess like you get the index toe, which is
Yeah.
bigger.
Like, my middle toe is bigger than longer than my big toe.
Your whole
So I
feet
guess
suck,
nobody
dude.
wants to
Well, I
fuck
got-
your
well,
feet.
that was-
Also, you probably
my toe length is
this.
probably like
What's
the
that?
last
Never
thing that's
put
attractive
lotion.
about it.
Oh, he never put lotion on his feet. He was the
You
inspiration
put
for
lotion
that
on
joke.
my
Dude, he was when I imagined when we were having the accent off and I was doing the African accent, I was imagining his feet. When I said everything I said, I imagined Kaz's feet.
You know, I saw
Kaz's feet are still from Africa.
I saw that shit
everything,
on Instagram.
everything else from him is from Staten Island. But
Wow.
his feet are still
Bro, they're
in
still
Africa.
in Africa.
Dog, they are still there. They are still fucking there.
You know,
I really
it's
wanna
it's
see 'em.
exactly a year.
You're
since you
here
rubbed my
right now,
on
but your
this
feet
show.
are actually running away from a fucking rhinoceros as we
Dude,
speak.
they are, bro. It is insane.
I believe that's what made me pay for your Patreon.
What?
Not that
What's
I
that?
don't want to support you guys. I love you so much.
Yeah.
The lotion on Kaz's
But
feet.
I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
gotta see this.
That was a fantastic day too. I think that's probably the last time anyone rubbed lotion on my feet.
I
Your
believe
girl
it.
doesn't rub lotion on
I
your
believe
feet.
it. He would never.
I wouldn't
his
put her
girl
through that. Why would I? That's
You're a
Never
good
once.
man.
my thing. No.
No, I'm happy to be
Actually care about
back.
her.
The last time I was here was traumatic.
Why? What happened?
Oh,
They had
man.
to go to like couples therapy.
I missed
after
it.
This episode.
Yo,
Are you
you're the
kidding me?
reason. You're the catalyst behind our therapy episode.
So you're welcome.
The therapy between you and Mandy,
Yes,
and you
bro.
guys are good now.
And how are the numbers on that episode, might I ask?
Pretty good,
I
right?
You're
think you owe this
welcome.
guy a thank you.
You're welcome.
The point
Andrew?
is,
I know how to make content.
She won't say
I know
it.
how to
I'll
make
say
content.
it.
Thank you,
man.
Yo, thank you.
you know how to make content. I thought my show was breaking up.
But is your
did
show
it?
popping?
And now you're on the fucking worldwide tour,
Stop. The show-
motherfuckers.
You guys are on a tour.
Worldwide
now I gotta
tour.
thank Andrew for
Big
making
ass
me fun.
numbers.
Yes, you do.
Can I
Oh,
tell you
man.
guys? I made a short film for Horrible Decisions to open our show, right? And it starts with a therapy episode. And I wanted
Again, you're
Andrew
welcome.
to be the therapist in it. She was like, no.
Why not?
Why not?
Because it's fucking dramatic.
So who ended up being a therapist?
Hold on.
Just some
we
random
got,
dude?
we got Asante. from
What
the friend
was
zone.
so traumatic about it? I don't understand.
I think that, honestly, I'm grateful now for it.
Yeah, you've grown.
But what was traumatic about that experience is like
Yeah.
in the moment, I really didn't know how it would go from then on. You know what I mean? And what was
You
awful,
thought the show was gonna be over?
that's how it felt. Like, because we were so angry. But what it really
What were you
felt
angry
like,
about?
people really,
Hold on. What were you angry about? I don't
I
understand.
wasn't
that.
angry.
She was angry. Wait, was this the whole thing with Alex? That was the last time you were
Are
on
you
here?
fucking
Yes,
crazy?
you don't
I thought
remember
you
this?
were on here
Andrew.
after that. No, because didn't Alex?
Mandy came.
Didn't we surprise you with something?
Oh, yeah, but I was here for like 10 minutes when Alex got out of jail.
Oh.
Wow, every time I'm here.
Okay, well that counts. Yeah, I knew you were here another time.
No, I was thinking, I think what was horrible for that episode, no pun,
Yeah.
is that I genuinely thought it happened. And then it just seemed like this thing where I was trying to be a bitch, but I was really pissed because I
Yeah.
thought we were besties and I thought he was a fucking liar.
And you didn't want him to lie to you.
Yeah.
To be fair, I thought it happened too, because Andrew was the only one in on the joke.
Yo, his poker
I
face,
was just like, oh,
dog,
word.
your fucking poker face was so good. I
And
was
to
in
be
it.
fair,
I'm glad we have you
kinda
back here
believable.
because we do want to say something.
What?
We were telling the truth.
Bruh, stop. I'm fucking
To be
Team Mandy
fair.
right now. We have
To be
17
fair.
cities to go.
Yo.
I'm going to pub Mandy's feet on
All right,
my
we gotta
page.
be
We're
honest.
Team
Deal with
Mandy
it.
Are we gonna
too.
be honest?
Alex the one that showed me the foot page.
Yo,
Them
stop.
fine-ass
Yo,
feet.
Eden, you're a petty ass nigga. Turn that shit off right now. 'cause
What's
I-
wrong? What
He
are you
fucking
looking
pulling
at?
up that episode.
Yeah, please pull it up,
I
Eden.
lived through this shit.
Listen, y'all
What
no,
episode?
y'all lived through it, so y'all got through it, so we can go back
You
and
know what's
laugh.
not funny about that?
agree
People
with this
know
deal.
me from the episode.
Yeah.
Like, I literally
You're
You're welcome,
welcome
again, yo.
again.
I'm just hearing a lot of shit.
There was way
You
better
deserve
Hold
thanks
on,
for.
hold on,
I
hold on,
jerked
hold
off
on.
a water
Hold
bottle
on.
on Andrew's dick.
Hold on,
That
hold on,
should've
hold on,
been
hold on.
Wow.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
I was there for that episode.
Jerking off a water bottle is shocking, right? That's momentary content. What we created is a conversation.
Juicy. People like juicy, not shocking.
Exactly.
Juicy.
Oh yeah,
Yo, look at your
look at her
fucking hair,
yo.
dude. You look like a burn victim. What the fuck is going on in that picture right
I
there?
had just left the gym.
Damn, look how much more wealthy you look now.
Yo, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
you really glowed up
Yeah.
since
It's
then.
crazy.
yo.
And now I'm just like
he was
this.
Yeah, but this is
It's
better.
on purpose.
You know what? I don't want to talk
What?
about this.
Damn.
What?
What a just terrible
Stop being
moment in time.
upset. You got to stop being
I was
upset.
like low key
Everything
still
is
trying to
good.
fuck Kaz back then.
Oh shit! It's on and popping. It's on and popping.
Look at how he runs over there.
Let me tell you how my
Oh,
natural
word.
guilt came out. I meet Kaz's girl while she's
about
pregnant,
it.
and I'm like so excited to meet her because at this point I've known Kaz for what 2 years by the time I meet this girl. I
Been
give
trying
her
to fuck Cass for 2 years, what you meant to say.
maybe 6 months of it. So I give
Yeah.
her a hug. She's
Son
You know
of
how
Check-
hard it is for her to know a guy for more than 6 months.
Not fucking.
Yeah, that's like a very
I've known
difficult
all of you
situation.
for more than 6 months. I'm doing well.
Well, you're trying to fuck Akash's girl, so I mean,
You were
Yeah,
trying to
that's
fuck
wildly
Akash's
disrespectful.
girl. You were trying to fuck Akash.
Yup.
When was that?
Can you just at least let the people fucking believe I'm fucking with you? God damn, man.
No, I got a
the
high
fuck,
stick.
yo?
I'm wheezy.
Who gives a fuck?
He called him man. Yo, Mandy's feet are in everybody's brain, bro.
listen,
Find a. Yo,
I
I'm
can't
texting Mandy
stop
right
thinking
now.
about the feet
Find
now.
a picture of her toe. Her toe is oiled up and it's curled like this, and
It's
it
a
looks
good pic.
like a youth baseball mitt. It's a gorgeous little foot. I'm telling you, it looks like a little youth
never
soccer
get it.
mitt. You just want to throw softballs at that shit.
Bro, Mandy's gonna get rich and quit
I
the show
don't
because of her
support
feet.
this.
Yeah.
Seriously. They're
She's
gonna get what?
Alex Media. I don't
Yo,
support
Al,
this.
shut the fuck up, yo. Al,
Nope.
Al, stop, stop.
I
Y'all
didn't play
ruining
the
the
clip.
flagrancy.
Play the clip, Eddie.
Why are we so afraid of a girl that don't put no fucking money in our pockets?
Oh wait, no, I didn't finish that thought. So I meet
Oh,
Kaz's
yeah, back
girl.
to you trying to have sex with
I
Kaz.
give her a
Alright.
huge hug. She's smiling because she's a sweetie. And the first thing out of my drunk mouth at the Flagrant watch party is, I know I was talking about his dick. I didn't mean it. She's like, oh, it's cool. I know everything's jokes. I'm like, well,
Wow.
See,
Okay,
man?
no, I do remember. Okay,
Right?
yeah.
Yo, your girl's the
I had, like,
coolest,
shorts
Kaz.
she
on
was
and
cool
balls
about
in.
it
My
because she
girl's
thought I
cool,
was
bro.
joking.
Son, I'm scared for you. This shit is wild.
We're about to see a chicken with his head cut off.
That's good. That's good.
But we've all grown and become friends since, which is nice.
But you know
Yo,
what?
Good save.
patch that up, Cass.
Patch
Patch that up.
Because
This girl lives in it right now, and she is going through it.
She absolutely is. Got
Yo,
that.
keep
Baby, I
flapping your
love it.
wings, Cass. That shit is super
I'm
funny.
gonna be at the
Chickens can't
housewarming
fly,
party.
Cass. Chickens can't fly out of here. You gotta buck yourself out of here, bro.
God damn. I'm trying to go home.
Trying to get out of the
Well,
coop
there
right
goes
now.
my invite.
She about to have you in the chicken coop,
told me
man.
the chicken
No, she
coop,
loves
bro.
you, though.
I
She
love
loves
her
you,
too, and you guys.
I know, bro.
To be fair, if anyone's getting, it has to be Akash's. I don't know what it is.
What?
She wore
That
that.
girl's fire.
So
Fine.
one of my
Fire
favorite
girl.
episodes I've ever done is Akash and his girl talking about their first sexual experience, and like she wore this glittery top, and like
Yep.
she just felt innocent, but like I could tell she kind of dressed a little like whorish for horrible decisions. I
Wow.
felt like no shade, you know what I'm saying.
I'll box you right here, Weezy. Bad back and all. We gonna fucking do it. I can't even really bend my spine. We finna fucking box, yo.
So you're
We
telling
finna
me your girl
fucking
wears
box,
glitter
yo.
on the regular?
Yeah, my girl love glitter.
Doesn't she sound like every douchebag who's like, yo, she was
Yo,
feeling me,
Dad,
fam.
I'm like-
Yo, she wore
I'm
clothes
looking at
today.
you like, yo, you
she was
saw-
trying to fuck,
you
bro.
saw
You
what
saw
she
the
was
way
wearing,
she
though?
was breathing out
She
of
was
her
asking for
nose
it.
and breathing oxygen and
She
eating
was asking
food.
for it,
She was
though.
trying to get fucked, bro.
I eat when I'm nervous.
You saw the way she was walking left foot, then right foot, dog. She was really trying to get it, son.
I want to take it back now.
Oh,
Every
God.
girl that
haven't
says
seen
thank
your
you to me, I'm
girlfriend,
like,
but
You
when
could
I
just,
know,
you could
I
just
gotta
compliment
fuck
her
her
like
too.
with how we compliment
Your
her.
girl-
Like,
wait,
she's
is
a
your girlfriend
beautiful
white?
lady.
Say what?
Is your girlfriend white?
Yeah, she white.
Maybe I won't try to fuck her then. I don't know.
Why?
Damn.
I've never had a white girl.
You've never
Aren't you
fucked a
white?
white girl?
Euro,
White-ish?
Euro chicks, but they don't speak English, so it adds to
Preach.
They white too.
That's the whitest white.
That's
they
where we
not.
from.
They
But it
not.
makes me feel like something. I don't know. It's just like they always have an
They're
accent.
so white. Alex
But
is trying
no-
to pretend they're not white.
They not white.
They're the whitest.
Yeah, they're not American white. That's
So
different.
what?
It's
What do you
different.
mean?
See,
It's a difference. It's
That's
a
my
difference.
cop
What's the
out for
difference?
fucking white guys too.
There we
Come
go.
on, friend.
All right.
What's the difference?
I have so much in common, y'all too.
I ask you a question.
I know, it's crazy,
like
right?
pink meat?
Yeah, I'm not
crazy.
gonna.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I feel like there's just like as Black Americans, like you always have this weird thing when it comes to dating a white American because you feel like they've like grown up with that innate bullshit in them, opposed to Europeans. To
Who
where
started the whole thing?
fair, but
Yo, y'all be
the
making all the
35-year-old
excuses.
guy
Such
I
bullshit.
hasn't-
I mean,
No.
bruh.
Furthermore, the bullshit is that
Your parents are white and black. So if there's anybody
Israelis don't
should
really
understand
count.
it,
You know what I'm saying?
They
He's not
count the
Israeli.
most.
Who?
Well, your dad.
Yes, he is.
How old is he?
My dad is like 78.
Israel ain't exist.
Oh, he was born in Syria. But
How'd you not see that coming? You don't even know nothing about Israel.
because that's his
Come on, bro.
nationality. I do know about Israel. I think it became a 1948. No, he was
When
born,
America said it was a country, it was a country.
he was born in
Fuck happened.
Damascus in Syria, but then
Facts.
he's an Israeli person. Like I'm American, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But they don't count either. My point. So I'm technically not white. Look, I'm just trying to stray as far as I can
Yo,
from the caucasity.
Just embrace it, yo.
Yo, you gotta embrace
Don't
your
be that-
whiteness,
don't
bro.
be that-
You
person.
so white, you trying to explain how not white you are.
That is the whitest
some
shit.
white
That is
shit.
some white
That
shit.
is the
That's some
whitest
white
shit.
shit.
I'm not apologize. That the whitest shit is being too much of an ally.
No, because you don't even want to own your whiteness. You're so
Nah,
guilty about
it is
Yeah, you
23
used
and
to
me.
be good.
What is 23 and me?
Yep. Great point.
What is 23
Great
and me?
point.
It's just white people trying to not be white.
I was gonna say when I did the family tree 23andMe, it didn't even go back. So
That shit
didn't
is
work.
all fake.
I did
Yes.
the swab though, and I'm your Niger sister. I was like,
Stop trying to fuck Cass
yeah, bro, back off, son.
podcast,
Listen,
yo.
man.
Back off, yo.
I came here with my sexy clothes on, so she can't help it. I get it.
damn, I really wanted to put my titties out too, but this costume ruined it.
All right.
Yo, you are
You
shooting
came like
your
a chicken.
shot.
She trying to
Dude,
get plucked,
because
yo.
honestly, most of the guys that like hit on me on Instagram are the asshole army. So I'm trying to pander toward them.
Oh no, they love you
Stop
in
pandering.
the Discord.
Be you.
I
They
want
love you
to
in the
though.
Discord.
Plus,
Okay.
it's not really
You
pandering.
know
I'm just
Weezy's fucking
fishing
an
for-
asshole?
Oh.
Really? Yes. Wait, yeah, we did talk about this. Yes.
You guys talked about it here?
No, we talked about this.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
y'all having conversations on your own. Y'all having conversations on your own. Hey, hey.
How much in common they got chickens and
Yo,
chicken
me
heads?
and Kaz and Tex are so fucking
I'm
platonic.
about to say, like, first off,
He literally texted me,
if
"Miss
you
you,
look at our
bud,"
text
the other
thread,
day.
our text thread
Because
is
you
like
keep trying to fuck, you gotta let
halfway
you know.
Hold on. One at a time. Go.
that?
Yeah. One at a time. Go.
Like, first off, like, our text her is like high key, like, depressing because it's like all like
Yeah, it is.
it's
really sad.
shit most of the time.
When you text her?
Yeah.
Just emotionally connecting on a deeper level.
exactly. Just very, you know.
Oh, you trying to do that mope into the pussy thing?
No, Kaz.
That doesn't work anymore.
I be doing that shit with my girl. I'm so sad, yo.
That's right. That's how
I'm going
that started.
through it.
I think I texted you about my sex to break up the mopiness that was going on.
Yes.
No.
Now, Kaz trying to mope, so she stopped hitting on him. Like, hey, I'm going through it. I don't need this right now.
And I was like,
She just
"Give me
don't pick
one
up on
of
it. I got you, dog.
Thank you, bro.
Got
I
you,
appreciate that,
bro.
man. No, I'm
This is pity party pussy. So whenever someone
so
gets
funny.
upset, I'm like, for real.
wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait a second. What did you say about that?
What was that right there?
I'm
motion?
just trying to laugh my way out of it.
I know you.
I don't even know what my laugh sounds like right now. I'm just like,
Son, this is so
my
funny.
girl's gonna listen to this. I'm gonna have to explain it to them.
You are
shit.
sweating.
Would you really?
And you are in a plastic jumpsuit that has zero oxygen going into that
Oh my
shit
God, it is like a
at
gym
all.
My
sweatsuit.
man's sweating like he on the rotisserie right now.
Real talk.
Oh man,
Damn, bro.
Oh,
I need 2 biscuits next. to
the
me.
asshole story. So he's not like fucking. He doesn't really have social media, so he doesn't get the whole throw it up thing. But he's a Flagrant listener, loves Drew, and he knew me from Flagrant.
Shot a
when
shot
we
in the
met.
DM, right?
No, we met in person. We've been
Okay.
cool. We recently started fucking. What was funny about the first-
Finally, yo.
what? Oh, I fucked a member of the army.
Nah, like you be talking all this fuck shit, but never fucking.
Yeah.
I do, but you know.
But now that you're actually fucking, I like it. It's supportive.
Oh, my pussy's
It makes the
getting.
content better.
It does.
Yeah, like nobody wants
Go
to
back to
hear
your
stories
story.
about,
Go
like,
on.
Oh, okay. So the first night we have sex, he fucks the dog shit out of me. I literally call him hospital dick. But
Let them know.
he fucks me like
Keep it
4
tight, make them lose.
I know my
I actually have
kegels.
like a hole in here, so I can
You
just
need to
throw
get
it.
your
So he fucks me 4 times in one night, and like weeks later, we start talking about that first night. I'm like, "Yo, you never fucked me like that now." And he's like, "I actually fucked you on the chew."
I was about to say. Yeah, I was about to say, if we're doing a blue chew read, this would be
Yo,
the
real
best
talk?
blue
Blue Chew's
chew
doing
read
ads with me
today.
now, and I got a lot.
Let
to
me
say.
stop. Let me stop the podcast and say, guys, Blue Chew
Yes,
is
sir.
one of the great supporters of this podcast, and we've been a great supporter of Blue Chew. Blue Chew is your one-stop shop for the hardest dick on the planet. Okay, for any new listeners, if you want to blow the back out, you want to go 4 times, you have a woman that you want to impress, you got a girlfriend that you want to make feel great, you go to BlueChew.com, use that offer code Flagrant, and they're going to send you your dick pills for free. It's $5 shipping. That's nothing. All of us are on it. You give that girl the time of your life.
For
Again,
$5.
Flagrant. Flagrant is that offer code. You do that right now. BlueChew.com. Shouts to the Blue Chew people. I'm so glad when we get females on the podcast.
Female testimonials.
That's the
Female
best
testimony
testimony.
is the best test because
It
we
comes
could
Guys
go
lie.
all day and talk about how amazing our dick is and what we do because that's what we do and what we lie about. But when a girl comes
Word.
through and
Especially
says
a dick
hospital dick,
connoisseur.
because we say
Nah, I don't know the size is hospital dick, not the Blue Chew, but the rounds
yeah.
were very Blue Chew.
Wait, what's hospital? I don't think you understand.
So the
What's
context
hospital
of
dick?
hospital dick, right?
Yeah.
When we were cool,
let me just
before we were
finish.
fucking.
BlueChew.com. Use the offer code Flagrant.
Yes.
Okay, back.
If she dies,
back
she
to what
dies.
we're doing.
So I guess a way for him to flex on his dick. We were pretty just like friendly,
Yeah.
but I don't know. He told me a story about how he was trying to have sex with this girl and it wasn't working, and then she ended up going to the hospital. And I was like, God damn, you got that hospital dick? Who knew it? A week later, we fucked. So maybe that story did work. But
sure it
the
did.
quantity of
He's
times
talking about maybe.
that he fucked me 4 times within a span of like a few hours, bro, it's too much. But also, if you're listening, you can get the Blue Chew again. I would appreciate it.
Question. Now you have all these podcasts and different shows that you go on where you're talking about sex and
Yeah.
you're talking about these different, skills that you have in the bedroom, different things you could do in the bedroom. Do you feel a pressure to deliver when you're sleeping with someone who knows who you are?
That's actually a really good question.
We got to
because
be funny if we meet a girl. You better damn sure. You know what I mean?
That was the first time I had sex with someone that knew Wheezy before I could tell him. That was a little bit of pressure.
And
I was really trying to suck dick good the first time. I'm not even gonna lie. I was thinking so hard.
you heard Cass's laugh.
Not everything I do is gonna be hilarious, right? Okay, I get it. I get it. Sorry.
I will tell you one thing that I noticed.
No, because honestly, that's a question that I would have.
He's got like the penguin. He's all types of birds. None of them can fly out of here.
No, that's a good question. That's the question that I want to ask though, because I
Right.
feel like
Go
you're
on.
You're so fucking ridiculous in hands like this.
So I feel like
Are you and Eden cousins?
I should have said like I came in as Eden, which would have been
Why?
better.
Eden a turkey, yo.
Oh, turkey.
Dude, Eden looked like a turkey. I don't know if you heard that Patreon episode. It's one of the most fun
Yeah.
podcast episodes I've ever had. For 45 minutes, we
God.
joked about how he looked like a
I
turkey.
don't see it.
We made him lay on his back
And cross
put
his ankles.
arms like
Yeah.
this, and then cross his feet and put it up on his
It's not
stomach
funny.
in turkey
You
position.
let them do that to you?
Of course. Come on.
It's a good man.
What are you talking about? You've probably done that to like 40 guys. It's like weird sex romp.
I'm not Peg the Stallion. I've only done that like twice.
Okay, but back to this. So you were like, I gotta suck dick in a way that will justify my podcast.
Yes. Now, generally, like people have, more men have told me that I suck good dick because they could tell I like doing it. They're like, I could tell you love sucking dick.
Right.
That's when I'm like, okay, I must be like really great at this. Plus, nobody ever wants me to stop. But
Y'all laughing a little too hard, like. Fuck, all right. God damn it.
Yo, Kaz, relax, bro. Yo,
I'm
you're laughing
listen,
crazy, bro.
I can't get any more relaxed.
I think the reason guys love when I suck their dick though is
Yeah.
because like my tonsils are so big, so I instantly
What if we
make
just
a
saw
guess.
his costume start to rise?
Now
Bro,
his
like,
girlfriend
I'm
is
just-
gonna kill me.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop.
I'm like, bro, I'm like, can I go? Can I have a nice night at home, please? Can I
it's
enjoy my
gonna
Tuesday?
inflate from
Tonight
all the
you'll be
stuff
all right.
caught up on his
Bro.
body.
Real talks. You
If my
gotta
shit was blown up,
record
the steam would have
yourself.
came the fuck out, bro.
Kaz, you gotta record yourself getting yelled at in that costume. That shit's gonna be so funny. When she starts yelling at you in your costume, I need that on video, please. Pretty please.
So you did fuck this
She's gonna
bitch.
kill you.
So you
That's
fucked her.
exactly what's gonna
That's
happen.
why
like,
the bitch
oh,
was
like,
talking to
that's
me
why
at the
she's
party.
so fucking nice to you.
That's why she sent a
I'm
gift.
like, that's why I'm laughing extra hard.
You
That's
sent
why
a
I'm trying
gift?
to.
She said a
Yeah,
gift, bro.
Yeah, of course.
bro. Like,
I haven't given you guys an engagement gift yet. I've given everybody.
Because
gifts
you're not
yet.
trying to fuck me, but my girl would probably like something. You know what I mean? Where you at, Weezy? We can use some free shit.
Yo, I
The
already
fuck?
made sure I had my wedding invite. I was like, oh, just
Yeah, you Alex's plus one.
hey.
Oh,
Alex over there, the
shit.
most dressed
I just
up
want to
and
come
black.
to the bachelorette party, and I just want to be like, you've never kissed a girl? I'm not gonna say.
Oh, she
anything.
gonna smash your girl, bro?
Dude,
She-
I
what if she turns her
Ah,
girl out
listen,
the day
look,
before?
we for real finna box. This ain't a fucking thing.
Can I tell you, after we did the episode, his girl was like, thank you so much for making me feel comfortable. I was like, I would always.
That's
make
how.
you.
That's how it starts. That's how it
Son,
starts.
how
Yo,
would
you know-
I've been there. I've been there.
would you
not,
know?
not with her
Yo.
specifically.
Stop it, Kaz.
I'm saying.
You are deep frying yourself. What the fuck is wrong with this man?
Oh.
Goodness gracious.
Let's just
I
get
love
back. This
you.
is the only time someone's ever wanted to stop talking about sucking dick.
Yo, I just want to get to this one thing. So, Akash, we know how protective you are of your girl. We know how loving you are of
Right,
your girl.
right, right.
We know that your girl is your world.
Right.
And how do you feel? What do you do when you see an outside threat? When you see somebody from a completely different part of life trying to take what's yours, take the thing that you love, break that happy home.
My immediate thought, no bullshit, is Alex fuck Mandy, yo. That's my immediate thought. We want to go nuclear, bitch. India got nukes, bitch. India got nukes on deck. You Pakistan, you finna get it.
Nope. That didn't
When
happen.
do I get to leave?
This game ain't fun, this thing.
What was it? See me in the parking lot garage. What was it?
About to get it.
See me at the corner of the parking lot garage. See me at the corner of the parking lot garage.
Why you belly dancing? That's the wrong
Is that
whole
not Indian?
region, yo.
That's Indian. Is that Indian?
Nah, bro, that's some Middle Eastern shit.
Okay, well,
What's
wait,
the
what I
Indian
do?
dance?
See?
What's the Indian dance?
Son, we right here.
Right here. I thought she was doing.
Nah, she was hitting the belly
Oh.
dance. She
I
was
just
belly
want,
dancing.
damn, let me shake my titties for the army.
All right,
Shit.
hit it. See me at the parking garage.
Yo,
Cam's trying to dance his way out of trouble.
I'm in a fucking turkey outfit.
The fact that I can't even see your arms.
Kaz is tap dancing.
Let me just say this one thing. I'm a very ethical person. I would never try to break up the home.
Weezy, hold on 1 second. Don't explain yourself. What we need to do is after episode recaps with our significant others who are pissed at us because of what we said on the podcast. That would make phenomenal content. So we send you home with a camera. We send you home with a camera. We send me home with a camera. And we just see the reaction of our loved ones.
Love it.
I don't think your girl's going to be that upset at
my
her.
girl
I think you're the only one that's upset at her.
Yeah.
So you would be.
That's fact. Just like Alex and Mandy's a fact.
Stop
See, that's facts we're talking.
Why you throwing me in it? I ain't do nothing.
What? Now see, no.
Come on.
We not gonna do
take
this.
everyone down with me.
on.
What don't we understand about that?
Damn.
I don't give a fuck.
Throw it at Kaz. He
What's
fucked.
me throwing that cash?
Mandy already doing that. Weezy already throwing it at
Wow. You really want to go there, Alex?
Son,
This is
you
so
really
fucked
wanna-
up.
You really want to go there, nigga?
No, we got nuclear. This whole shit is blowing up.
Fuck that shit. I'll blow this whole shit the fuck up.
Yo,
You look like I'm a faithful black man, nigga.
Kaz, do me a favor, and every time you get upset, can you just do this?
Actually, I really would like that.
Alex, go to my single. Are you with me? This is how you destroy minorities from the inside out.
Can I say the word problematic now? So
What the fuck? What the
Yo,
fuck?
real talk, that looks better than your real
I
feet.
was gonna say, what does your feet look like?
At least you got toenails.
Oh no! Why do they curve at the end?
Because it's a claw.
Why you put them on top of the food?
What
Huh?
food?
There's peeps down here.
Oh, shit. I didn't even notice.
Ed bought his peeps.
So,
Yeah.
what I
Yes.
was gonna say,
What were
I'm
you
a
saying?
very ethical person. I don't fuck guys with girlfriends. I don't fuck women with boyfriends that won't let me fuck them. Which is why your girl should know I would never do that. But your girl, I don't know, it's a different thing.
That's not gonna escape the argument.
You know what I'm saying? Because if Mandy's mad at me after this pod, I'm trying to fuck your cheek.
Oh, shit!
That's my motherfucking revenge. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I eat way. I actually think I could fuck your girl better than you. I feel like. I really believe.
Holy parking lot garage, son.
I just feel like I have a better
lot
stroke
is
Can I,
game.
let me tell you two things.
Don't tell me two things.
Hold on.
Two
Akash
things.
got a rebuttal. Two
Let me
things.
tell you two things. Number one,
Yeah.
you right.
Number two.
If you really want to play this game, I got faith in my girl. I put a big ass ring on that finger. She'll give me that shit back. But you and Mandy, I don't think you put that. You know what I mean? You don't got that,
That
rock
same
solid
commitment.
diamond foundation.
Yo,
I
you know what
I
would be
have
the
that rock
illest
solid
shit
foundation
in the
that I
whole
want with
world?
your girl, though.
The illest shit, Weezy,
Yo,
the
she's aggressive.
illest move right here would have been when he said, I put that rock on your finger if you just pulled that thing out of your pussy right now. That would be the illest
Oh,
shit.
like I got. Oh.
Like you already got it.
Oh, see, sometimes I could be like a no touch les, especially with straight girls. Because for me, I don't like lesbians know what to do with their hands. With straight girls, it's more about like the takedown. Because I get this very like, oh, I never.
Why y'all like flipping people so much?
Huh?
I don't know.
Gay, we had a gay comic friend who used to like love sucking straight dudes' dicks. That was like his thing to try to make them gay.
I think the thing to that though is almost like with all porn that's like, you have babysitter, innocent thing. It's like
Sounds kind of rapey.
No. It's about the. It does, but it's more so the taboo. I'm not supposed to do this thing.
Yeah, it sounds kind of
You know what I'm
rapey.
saying? And I think we all have a little bit of a fetish for first time kind of thing. Like, I've never done this before. This is my first time. Plus, the teaching someone how to do something like that shit is
that
sexy.
sounds fun.
When I had threesomes,
Men don't have that fetish.
Yeah.
well,
We don't have first time
I
fetish.
think Andrew might know. I was in a throuple. And in that throuple, like, I always wanted to, like, teach each other how to do things. Like, teach each other how to eat pussy on the pussy or shit like that. That, to me, is sexy as fuck. So the teaching,
What happened to the throuple?
it was hard. We all live in different cities.
Yeah, that was the hard part. It was a long distance.
Y'all still like get up from here, like from.
I'm seeing
down
her
now,
this
or-
weekend. I mean, Yeah.
Al, can you bring your strong ass hands over here?
Yo, we gotta see Al and Evan's outfit costume too.
Please, Al. Oh, yo, Al is, everybody look right here. Al is a gay black man for Halloween.
Dog, did you get extensions for today?
Al killed it too hard to be honest.
Yeah, I'm about to say you went a little too hard, bro. It's you about to just keep it
Al
in?
is Killmonger.
Oh, you sending dick pics? What?
Al swinging for the fences. Oh my God.
Yo.
Al out here.
I asked this motherfucker about hair extensions.
I'm
Word.
home.
You know, in the black community.
I don't even know any more Indian songs. Just say, fly like to the get high like planes. Something throw visas at my name, right? Isn't it?
Oh, MIA isn't in. If you come around, what else is
Just know I don't get mad, Alex. I get
Focus.
even. So you can have your little.
I honestly
Enjoy
thought the
for
three of
today,
us would
bro.
stick together.
That
This
is
is
That's
weird.
what I thought.
You know what?
That's
Every
what I
time
thought.
y'all make me side with Andrew, I know something's wrong.
What? What'd I do?
I did nothing. What the fuck did
Y'all,
I do?
y'all always blame
Oh,
me.
Akash,
What the fuck did I do, bro?
Because you just started shooting everywhere.
I
man.
blame you for the reason I
No,
got
Akash.
You went
that.
at my girl. I said,
Hold
fuck
on.
it. It's over.
It was
Wait,
the Akash.
Akash had to defend his love, yo.
And then he started shooting everywhere.
Okay?
You single. You ain't got nobody to fucking apologize
Exactly, bro.
My
You
bad.
don't go home to no arguments.
It's all jokes. What she knows is this whole shit is
Don't
jokes.
matter.
Oh.
You about to try to use logic?
Wait, you think you don't think this is
Hold
real?
on. You just killed yourself right
I
now.
know, right?
I'm going to show you logic.
Hey, I appreciate you saying that shit for me though.
Thank you.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean? I can't say it.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Well,
Let me just
Cash and
couch ready.
Akash girl, I apologize. We
Oh,
are
come
just
on,
joking.
yo. We
Shut the
not
fuck up,
doing
Alex.
good.
Yo,
You're
we
supposed
Oh,
to be
damn, we already
Killmonger,
here.
bro.
God
Trying to help
damn it.
them out.
Stop helping.
Kids.
good
You don't
now.
need a help. We having fun, all right?
God
This guy don't need no help. Look at him. He
I
got
might need
everything
some
going
help
on
when
in
these
his
bitches
life.
beat my ass, so come
Nobody's
for me
beating
then.
your ass. You're fine.
Nah, she'll beat your ass. Like she'll for sure beat your ass. Like if she has an inclination that like we did something, she'll
There's
She'll-
no way,
she'll come see you.
right?
Right? She turned white real quick.
I mean,
Right?
I
Would there
know.
be a problem?
I don't even.
The white side will
fucking-
jump the fuck-
I'm
I'm
Violence is
totally
not the
Israeli. We're like the
answer,
same.
Shit. No, it's like we're totally fine. We're totally chill. Look, go through my shit.
Oh god, but she knows. She knows. Faithful man.
Yo, son, we know you're faithful, bro.
I'm trying to blow up my arm.
No, don't.
Don't do
Just let it be. Let it be what it is.
All right.
Just let it be what it is.
Okay.
So this whole thing started from the question was, do you feel a certain expectation to live up to sexually?
Oh, right.
And
For 45 minutes to get this question answered.
because I think it's something like
No, it's valid.
early on in my comedic career, right? I felt like once I was on TV for being funny, I felt like I had to live up to that every time I met someone who would see me on TV.
Yeah.
And I had to give them this funny moment to justify where I was in my life, right? And I wonder, since you give out all these sex tips, that you're like, holy shit, I got to be the best person he's ever fucked.
I think it's simpler than that, though. Like good sex, like. I'm a giving person, which means sex with me generally would be good. I'm a passionate person.
Right.
I'm a giving person. So in turn like that, like even if a guy has a smaller dick, when I can tell they want me to come or they're like into the sex and not just fucking for them, it's gonna be good. Like I think good sex is a lot simpler than we make it. So I don't really feel pressure for that. It's more like sucking dick. That to me,
You got to be good at that.
I feel like not even for
Because
me.
you could rank that. Like,
Yeah.
That's a skill. Like sex, like it's whatever. Like
It
if
is.
it's good for you, it's good for me, whatever. Like if you come, something
Let's
happens.
rank it. Top
But
5
if-
blowjobs right now. Akash, you start.
I got a 1 through 5.
There was that time my girl did it. That other time my girl did it. The third time my girl did it.
But like seriously, we all have a memorable moment of like good head.
Yes.
And I feel like great sex like doesn't always equate to size for me. It's more like the moment. Where was I? Things like that. But blowjobs I do put a lot of effort into because that's the only thing sometimes I feel effort with, which is hilarious because this hospital dick dude, like his face,
gang.
like the
Gang,
third time
gang,
that I
gang,
gave
gang.
him head, he was like, wow, his dick is too big to suck good. I'm going to tell you that.
What does that mean? Just what are you talking about?
So like I cannot put my mouth like as far down as I want to.
Can you get your mouth over the front of it?
Yes, but like it can't go past. Like I have to do
Not a
weights.
fucking Subway sandwich, yo.
I mean, you can't get
Maybe it is. I don't know. Shit. Can't get your mouth over
But it's
that.
not an easy like
can't.
like I can't go up and down.
Describe it like what is it
It's
like
the width of his dick.
No shit, motherfucker. What do you think it was? A triangle?
I don't know what you mean. Describe it.
Is it a Tresemme shampoo? What does it look like?
Oh.
Scale it for us, like we're Amazon.
There's a lot of bottles here.
Yeah, is it the Essentia 1 liter?
At what point from Essentia to Poland Spring?
It's skinnier than it's a little bit more of a no. Maybe it's this width. It's a 2-hand dick.
You cannot wrap your full hand around this guy's dick.
I could, but there's like it's like a C.
It's a
It's
little
not
gap.
a O. It's a C.
So you're throwing it up.
Actually, but I mean, I had to learn how to suck his dick better.
Right.
You know what I mean? Opposed to like the dicks before were a little more medium, so I could act like a fucking
You
superhead.
do
So-
have hospital dick.
Yeah, you do.
So how did
I
you
don't
learn
think I've ever had the whole dick in me.
how to suck his dick appropriately?
So I go by cues, which I think everybody, just men giving women head, vice versa, whoever gives who head, you got to go by the cues. So what I learned that he liked was honestly the effort. Like when I make a lot of noise and it hits that tonsil, then I hear the, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, that's his shit. Also, like he really loves eating pussy. So as long as I sit on his face while I suck his dick, like that's really all I have to do. It's like I almost don't need to put it in my
Oh,
mouth.
you guys with 69.
More than I have with anyone in my fucking life.
Really?
Yes. But I think
That should be taking too much
It's a lot
effort,
of
bro.
effort.
it doesn't take effort
And
if
I'm like
You're on the
one-sided. My
bottom.
brain is one-sided, so like if I'm getting pleasure at one thing, I can't.
But see, when you have a
concentrate
dick that
on
big,
other
you need a
things.
lot of warm up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just spit on the
It's
pussy.
like
You
a '68 Chevy.
I don't know cars, but it
Big
sounds
in his
right.
work,
We gotta warm it up. You can't just,
You
you can't
do.
just drive it off the lot.
I was actually just had a hot take recently that I was talking about with Mandy where I've had guys fuck the shit out of me and it almost hurt more with smaller dicks than with him. And I think it's because he knows how to fuck with his dick. Like when you have a big dick, you know you just can't, because that's not what's going to get them off. That's too painful. Like he knows he's got good stroke game. But like sometimes dudes with medium dicks, I feel like try so hard to fuck the shit out of you because they think that's what you
They
want.
know what you have. If you know what you
Yeah.
have, you don't need to. If you got a big dick, you don't need to do a lot of extra work.
You don't.
But if you're small, you need to know what works for you.
Right.
So once
and
you hit
maybe,
certain-
and I think dudes with smaller dicks like want to push it all the way in you because they think you want it deeper. When like that's always not necessarily it. Like I can't take this dude's whole dick. Don't want to ever in life. So
You can't take the whole dick?
I don't think I've had it yet. No.
So he has to half stroke you when he's having sex.
I think he strokes as far as the shit'll go. If I come like 2 or 3 times, maybe the whole thing does go in. But I know when I'm looking at him fuck me, I'm like, okay, that's a half dick.
Maybe I don't understand how women are built, but like if a child can come out of it, can't a dick go inside of it?
Yeah, but I mean, remember, you're pushing.
hurts,
You're pushing for a
right?
while. I was gonna say it's still pain, but you're pushing for a while. So I think with dick, like it takes time until the whole thing's in. You can't just jam it in there. Much like when you're like eating pussy or fingering, you can't just stick your whole finger in. You gotta like take your time. Everything takes time. I think that's also the issue is rushing sex with women.
Why do you women get all this time? Like I don't have time, bro. I am a busy fucking guy. I don't have time. How much warm up do we need? You don't think over like millions of years we evolved to get the pussy ready to go and then we just put it in and it's time to fuck?
No, I don't think you guys have evolved to that at all, which is why a lot of women don't come.
No, it's you guys that haven't evolved, to be perfectly honest.
In what way?
We come super quickly, evolutionarily. Like we just let that shit go. Y'all the ones slowing everything down.
Yo,
So-
can we have a serious conversation here? Like, the longer you're with your girl, do y'all not care about foreplay as much either?
That's-
no.
I think that's people, though. I think women do the same.
I'd be
you
like,
People
you
get
get real,
lazier
you get
with
real
sex.
practical with your sex. Like
Yo,
the
son.
longer you're in a relationship,
my girl
like-
my girl
How
was
long
like,
y'all been together?
son,
I'm about to say like you.
yo, son, my
Both
girl,
of y'all
we
said no.
both did like a
This
longer
motherfucker was ready for the cop out.
my girl said this. My girl said this. She was like, put your fingers in me, and I was like, what about if we just put a little bit of my dick in? And like we'll just start with a little bit of my dick in, and then then we'll go to the full dick. Because I feel we get in 2 for 1.
No.
what I'm saying?
Your
Like-
fingers reach. Let me see your hand. Yeah, your fingers are doing shit and reaching places that your dick don't.
What are you talking about?
Like
My
your-
dick goes way further than
Yeah, but
my
your
fingers.
finger got dexterity.
Yeah, but
yo.
like-
You
My
can
dick
move
does
it
too. Y'all can't move the
on.
tip of your dick and curl it back. Y'all can't curl your dick back.
I didn't know your dick was a fruit roll-up. Okay?
No.
He
My
can candy
dick-
cane his dick
Real
whenever he
talk.
needs.
This is why sometimes lesbians have more orgasms
Ain't
with
nobody
each
give
other.
a fuck about lesbians, yo.
But here I am.
Hey, real talk, I was like,
Yo,
thank
shut up
God.
about lesbians, son. We don't
Jeez,
care.
Have you guys had a lesbian on
I've
the
been
show?
waiting for somebody to
Have we had a lesbian on the show?
Say what?
Excuse me?
We have.
Bruh,
You've been waiting for somebody to say what?
That's enough lesbian shit.
It's
Bro, we
too
barely give a fuck about one woman on this podcast. I ain't got two. God damn, yo. That's a lot. That's a fucking lot,
Son,
man.
oh my God, bro.
I'm holding in the words. I don't want my spankings, but you
Your
should give a
spankings,
fuck.
yo.
Lesbians could teach you a lot. I've literally taught
What
so
they
many
gonna teach us? How to build a deck?
how to
What they
eat
gonna
pussy.
teach us, yo? Real talk. What they gonna teach us? I keep hearing that lesbians know how to eat pussy.
flannel
How to
shirt
dress
collection.
Like a fucking,
Me? How to dress like me? What you gonna teach me, lesbian?
You
good
do
step
dress
back
like
jump
Ellen,
shot.
to be fair. You do.
Bro, I do.
You do.
In and out crossover, baby.
Crossover. What's it gonna
That's all. That's
I don't, is that a sports thing?
crossover. That's great. That's
But
great.
for real though, like you really think lesbians eat better pussy than
I'm
fucking?
positive. they do.
How? Men are better than everything. Than women at everything. Everything. Even like you ever watch Cooking Channel and you see how many men are the cooking stars? You're
Man,
like, y'all
stop.
ain't even good at this.
I feel like they be doing that on purpose.
What? Gordon Ramsay knows how to cook. That motherfucker knows how to cook.
So that's it. That's all you see on the
I don't know a lot
Listen.
of famous.
Emerald?
I know mad famous
Son.
Now,
male
why don't you
chefs.
think you
Flame.
know
Son.
famous
Female
female chefs?
chefs.
Maybe because they
Like
don't.
Rachel Ray, maybe.
Rachel, can I tell you one thing about
I don't
Rachel
even
Way,
think
which
her
is
shit
very
slaps
interesting?
like that.
Girls, you talk about all this time we need to do for pre-sex and pre-whatever. What is it called? Foreplay, all that kind of shit
Yes,
like
you
that.
do.
What did Rachel Way get famous with?
I don't even know.
30-minute meal. 30-minute meal, 50 minutes. Apply that to pussy. Apply that to pussy.
Nigga, this ain't pussy. Like that's fucking a casserole. That sucks.
What are you talking about? That
wait,
sucks.
female
It's
cook
efficient.
Oh!
female cook
I
sucks.
didn't say that. I said
Oh
white.
my God!
Mm.
Ooh, take that.
How the tables they turn.
I want to slap the shit out of you.
Yo, real talk. That's a good ass point. So
How
Rachel
the
Ray's
tables
trash.
they turn.
I
Right?
didn't say
Who
that.
else good? You got Gordon Ramsay.
You got
right?
Salt Bay.
You got Salt.
You got.
How did a woman not even learn how to do that? With salt. All this snapping you be doing, you can't drop a little salt out? What
I'm gonna let y'all get you back right now.
son. Like,
They always go
I
side to
know.
side.
side to
Oh,
side.
oh
Let that
my
shit drop, son.
Bam!
Bobby Flay.
Bobby
Wait,
Flay, the
famous
Guy
chefs,
Fieri.
period. Let's see what
Fieri.
Bourdain, rest in peace.
Take out the
Bobby,
men.
son. Hold on. Famous
female
chefs. You got Rachel Ray. You got whoever that
Who the
bitch
fuck is
is.
I have no
Rihanna.
idea who that is.
Nobody knows who she is.
Oh,
Paula
Anna.
Dean, racist.
I was gonna say Paula Dean got to get out of
I
here.
fucks with Paula Dean a little bit.
Yo,
How is
Julia
there no
Child
black
is the
people
last
up here?
one. Say what?
See, this is how you know this is propaganda.
Well,
How do they know black famous chefs?
what you mean? We got Sylvia.
No, but look at
She's the most. Amy Ruth.
Emerald's literally the closest.
Melbus.
There's no one.
Melbus?
Come on, son. We got mad famous chefs.
Can I
What
tell
you
you, I
talking
did not know the guy from Foods and Diners, the Guy Fieri guy, was I just thought
about? Guy
he-
Fieri's the god, bro.
Son,
didn't know
Guy
he'd be
Fieri's
cooking.
not playing around. All I'm trying to say is, how we better than you at everything and not eating pussy? We gotta be better at eating pussy.
You know you're not better at eating pussy than women.
How am I? You can't even palm a basketball.
So
So what I'm saying, if I got in there with my
it's
fingers,
because
I'm gonna be
I
able to move
choose
shit
to invest
around.
my skills in other things,
Like,
sucking dick.
no, I think
And
we
eating
we
pussy.
better than that too. I'm not gonna lie, we probably better. I'm not willing to try to see, but if it was something I apply myself to, I bet I could do better than you at it.
Yo, men are definitely
Let me see.
better at
Open your
sucking
mouth.
dick because
Hold on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I gotta
whoa!
hear this
Whoa.
one. I gotta hear this one out.
Alex don't never talk,
men are
so.
definitely better at sucking dick because look at a guy in a relationship and look at gays in a relationship.
Go
Who's
on.
happier?
Go on.
The gays be mad happy.
That has nothing to do with
Mad
sucking dick.
happy.
That's testosterone. But men,
Also, lesbians be mad pissed.
Not for
Oh,
nothing.
shit.
Not for nothing, though.
because they're
Girl relationships.
don't make me say it.
Huh?
Wait,
Say it.
Go ahead and say
No,
it.
say it because-
say it because we already
Eden,
know what it is.
Eden, look
we
this
know
up.
the
No,
answer.
no.
Eden, wait,
No.
stop. Eden, look this up. Domestic violence rates in gay male relationships versus gay female relationships. Shout out to Case Rosso. He had a very funny joke about this. Comedian Case Rosso. Okay, now go. Now
We
go look
are
that up
more
in the meantime.
emotionally expressive people. Therefore, lesbians are going to tend to be more,
Volatile.
passionate.
Violence.
Is what I like to say.
Angry.
Well, how come-
Toxic.
but how come-
All the words you like to
Wait,
call
how
niggas.
come-
It's not that simple anymore, is it?
Okay, where are we at?
Every
Oh,
gay male
shit.
couple I know are
Look at
happy
this.
as
Look at
shit.
men. Look
Son.
at the fucking estimate not reported for gay men of domestic abuse because it's
So
sample
low.
size too small. There's nothing.
And then what about women? What is it?
40%.
40% of women are getting beat up by their women, yo.
That's Steph Curry percentage.
Me and my girl almost got in a fight too, so.
You did, right?
course.
Didn't. Our man was there to break us.
Thank God. That's why that throuple is necessary.
Not-
Somebody
and it
in there
wasn't me
with some
either.
sense came and broke this shit
Damn
up.
right. Came in there
damn,
like, yo,
just
stop
saying.
fighting, start sucking. We in a throuple or not?
40% is high, bro.
Son,
What's
these
the
bitches
difference?
beat each other up.
Oh, that's sexual violence versus partner violence. Wait,
Oh
lesbians
my
out here
God.
raping?
Actual
Son,
violence?
are lesbians raping?
Son,
7%.
That's impressive a little bit.
Lifetime intimate.
Jesus Christ.
yo.
Goddamn, these are.
This needs to be an episode of Horrible Decisions.
I don't want to talk about rape,
Yeah,
but this
they
is a
talk
great
about
topic.
that.
No,
to
these
talk
are
about.
like all-star
But-
baseball percentages right there. Like, these are like,
That's Steph Curry's shooting percentage.
You know what that is?
anything over 35%, that's a
White
Hall of
woman
Famer.
rage.
All-star baseball percentages, and they don't know how to use a bat or a ball.
If they knew how to use a ball, they wouldn't be gay.
That was the point. Okay. So the point we're trying to make is, how do you know that we're not the masters at eating pussy?
Because from personal experience,
You're telling me a girl
I
ate your
have a
pussy
pussy-
better than a guy?
bro,
Real
time and
talk.
time again. Seriously, sincerely. Why would I lie? I'm on here now. Like,
Hold up. You saying a girl could do this better? Hold on. Hold on.
Because that's
Hold on.
not all
What
it
about
is.
true? What if you like this?
can I tell you, the sideway eating pussy, that's the shit.
That's
like,
why I did it.
I want to tell you guys this one pussy eating tip that will help, okay?
Can I give you my favorite one?
Yeah.
Okay, this is one. This is how I do it, but not a lot of people can do it like this, right?
Okay.
First of all, I just rub my nose up on it like that.
That's
I
it.
rub my nose up on it like
You
that.
put the chin in it?
I put my chin in the butthole.
Good.
I put my nose up like that.
Take a little flavor save too,
Yo,
right here.
they were making fun of me when we were down at Palm Beach, bro. They said I look like a witch because my nose is big, my chin is big.
You could if you put a mole.
Yo, but anyway, you just get in there with the nose, right? Boom, boom, boom with the nose, right? And then I get to the bottom of it, and I just blow into it like a Snapple, just.
Did you know that if you blow into a pussy and there's no air getting out, you can kill somebody like that?
That's why she died.
Wait, what?
Seriously. If you Google that, I don't know the name of it, but you can enclose a vagina, blow air in there, and it gets into some artery or something, and you can die that way. It's on 100 Ways to Die. Best pussy eating tip that I have.
Well, you just gave us the worst pussy eating tip ever.
Because he literally
To
just
use
gave
it.
it to you. I
Definitely
don't want
use-
nobody blowing in pussy and these bitches out here dying on his account on the episode I'm on. Then
Facts.
it's always some bullshit when I come here. So,
Well,
It's gonna be some bullshit.
yeah, it can be fatal. Air embolism. There it
Blowing
is.
air into the vagina can be fatal, as it supposedly causes an air embolism. Yikes.
Yeah. So, careful.
oh,
with
so you're like blowing it like a balloon blowing it.
But you don't know what they're going to do.
Mike does all that.
What?
Oh, sorry, bud.
So the pussy eating tip, right?
Yeah.
We generally eat pussy like this, right? So you have your two lips and you stick your tongue through it, whatever.
Can you give us a tip how to get out of eating pussy? What's that? What's a good tip?
I'll tell
for
you
that?
both.
That's the tip we want.
So I'll tell you both for when it's like stank, you don't want to do it, and when you're into doing it.
yeah.
So you have lips, right?
Yeah.
Your lips can pair
No,
with
I
their
got
lips. So this is what
You know
happens
I'm
when you
coming
eat pussy.
through with the
Here's the lips.
smackers.
Here's their lips.
Yeah.
What we should be doing if you eat pussy from the side, your lips match theirs, and
Yeah.
it feels a lot better. Plus, like
Oh,
generally, we
shit.
don't feel men eating pussy on our labia, right? So here you go. Here's the labia. You normally feel it just right here. This feels fucking amazing because this is a place you don't get touched a lot. Much like balls, you could say people always forget about. Men forget to eat pussy from the side. That shit feels good as fuck. Also, when you're eating pussy, like touching that labia because it's never touched, it like causes crazy orgasms. Pornhub a labia massage, give your bitch a dope orgasm. Ways to get out of eating pussy. If
Hey,
you
don't
find
do none of that shit, yo.
if you find yourself in
Don't do
a
none of that shit. Just pay the fucking rent. Pay the fucking rent.
I would
Take
take
her out
that
to
over
dinner and
getting my
shit.
pussy
You don't have
ate.
to know how many labias a girl got or nothing. Just be responsible. Be a man. Be hard at work. Lay on your back when you come home. Let her get on top.
and when she's like, finger me a little bit, you be like, just put a little of my dick in.
This is why straight girls fuck me.
Say what?
This is why straight girls fuck me.
Why? Because guys like me?
Yes.
How many things do I have to help you with? I can't believe it's your podcast, your relationship. Now I'm getting straight girls to fuck you because I'm so bad in bed.
I'm not eating pussy. How do you get out of eating pussy? This is exactly how it happens.
All right, how do you get out of it? Tell
He's
us.
saying you owe him a thank you because he's getting you more straight pussy
Thank
now
you,
by
yo.
talking like this.
Yes.
Thank you, man. I'm just out here throwing
Come on,
lobs.
son.
I will say more men
You know
are
why
in my
y'all gotta
DMs.
be
Come on,
like woke and not problematic? Because you just be missing all the jokes. So that's why you gotta cover up with like,
gotta think
hey,
like-
inclusive everybody.
First of all,
And we could be like,
I
I
didn't
don't
miss
fuck
the joke,
about
but
none of them
Weezy, trust me. I've
letters.
been there. I've been there.
I don't fuck
You
about
gotta- I've been there, bro. Like, I've been there thinking like, oh, you know, it's
What?
problematic and da-da-da-da. It's like, nah, it's like, if you get the joke,
Yeah.
Ain't no problem.
Every
problems,
time
bro.
Andrew
Like-
says some problematic shit, I want to go to that minute on the podcast and be like, let me see what Cass said. Because you got to be the voice of reason, dog.
Nah,
but if you get the
nah.
joke,
What kills humor more than reason?
Facts.
Why the chicken cross the road? Well, it's actually pretty hard for chickens to come across the highway. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck out of here, man.
Yo, why didn't
Fucking
Kaz
logic.
cross the road? Because he was late. That's what.
All right, that was funny. How to get out of eating pussy. Okay.
Yeah.
So this has never really happened to me, but there has been time where like the hair is too much and I haven't wanted to eat pussy. So using things other than your opening your mouth.
Can I say one thing?
you're already doing too much.
Nah, when a girl is like freshly done, like I really do enjoy eating pussy in that moment.
Me
Like that-
too.
And I don't know how many days that shit lasts, but like that is the best.
It is.
But,
the best.
But
Yo, I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with that shit.
There's something to be said about eating the hairy pussy because it's pussy you're not supposed to have.
No, there is.
It's not. It's
There is
unprepared
something to be
pussy.
said.
It's like, oh man.
This
Like, when
is
it's
what-
waxed and clean, like she's like, okay, somebody's gonna see this in like the next like 2 or 3
This
days.
is the
or
only
something.
time I've heard
But-
someone not appreciate super clean pussy.
No, trust me. I love good prepared pussy all the time.
What?
But I'm saying there's something to be appreciated
From a little
about,
what? Must?
you know, just have a
Man,
little.
trying to stay out of
He's-
trouble.
Wait. Are you referring to my woman's vagina?
No, I'm referring to you saying I appreciate both. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you don't got
exactly.
time. I know she's a busy woman.
But see, you got relationship pussy.
No,
so
I'm not even talking like when I'm single. I'm talking about like if you're out or whatever, and like you, it's some pussy. Like if you meet a girl that has,
Oh, like if you know she
same
wasn't
pussy.
ready, like
Yeah, not she wasn't ready, but like you know your game was on that night. Like she probably saw you,
Right.
probably didn't meet you.
And then when
Like,
she was
oh,
like,
shit,
I
I wasn't
didn't
even
even
planning on giving up the pussy today, but
Pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces.
That's a great reference.
I will say there is something hot when I'm like trying not to, and I'll be like, yo, I can't, I wasn't ready, and they be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, hi,
it is not.
I'm guilty.
Okay.
Like a little
Earned
me
pussy.
too. That's what's up. Oh, me 1.5. You know?
Why you had to take it there,
Little
bro?
me 1.25.
Oh my fucking god,
No, I don't want you. Yes, you do.
this is
Okay.
consenting pussy.
That Weinstein pussy. You like that Weinstein dick.
Too
That
far.
Weinstein wiener.
Too far, Akash.
Hey, I'm too far.
It ain't. Whatever.
Oh,
I
man.
think that
I still like watching Paid in Full, so
There-
Weinstein jokes are.
there is
No.
there is something I guess I agree with you. There is something to be said. Is that how you
Yeah,
phrase
there's
it?
something to be said about like you know the pussy's not all the way scorched earth, but like
Right.
you know you just meet her for the first time. Like, it's just
Not a crop circle.
yeah, it's not something. It just
don't
means
look like
you was
California
on.
I don't
in the
mind
fall.
It was
hair
on that
as long
night,
as it's like not in the. Like if it's at the top where I'm not gonna eat it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean not if it's like.
But like I'm not trying to do
If
that.
you can tell like nobody's been there in like fucking years, yeah, that's okay. Maybe I don't want that. But if it's a little something, not too.
Y'all eat period pussy?
Bro, I did that by accident
never
the other day.
Okay, that's happened to me.
Fuck, bro.
How'd you know it was?
I guess that's my vanilla thing.
No. I mean, if it's plugged
so
up
off
though.
of- Any period, I'm just like.
Even if it's plugged up,
What do you mean plugged up?
Like-
you eat through the plug.
I hold on.
You ate through the.
I didn't say
That's
I ate through a plug. I'm just asking if you guys maybe stay
Like a
at the
lollipop?
top while it's plugged up.
No. Chill.
No.
What the? So
The
none
most
of
the
you-
most I've done is knock the pussy into her period.
None of you guys have like licked
eat
the
pussy on your
clit
period? What
when
are
it's
you talking
plugged up.
about? No,
Thank you,
right.
Eden.
No.
God
hell is
damn.
wrong with
Yo,
this?
y'all are whack.
Ed is fat. He'll eat anything. Of course he's gonna eat that shit, bro. You think he's worried about
You
a little
already-
fucking strawberry jelly?
I mean, it's not something I regularly do, but I'm a scissoring person, so I got to get the clit wet a little bit.
Get out of here with that shit. That's crazy. You're absolutely crazy. Weezy, you're a crazy girl. Listen.
Did I really take that too far?
No, you didn't take it too far, but
This
that
guy's
shit is
talking
mad
about
gross.
sucking dick and how men
That's
can do
what
it better.
we
Oh.
What?
We like sucking dick.
By the way, all the like good sucking dick tips I get from gay dudes. Seriously.
That's what I'm
All
trying
right,
to tell
so for the
you,
gay
son.
dudes listening, what's a good dick sucking
So
tip?
I was right.
for the gay dudes listening, or
No,
the
I
women
mean-
listening too.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Well, you know, I was looking out for icon.
One that I've been doing, one that I've been doing lately that like I really like is during orgasm, like when a dude is coming. So like when a dude is coming, I like to like put it all the way in my mouth.
That's the one.
And then like
That's the one.
when I'm right about to like pull his dick out of my mouth,
That's the one. That's the fucking one.
I stop
dude.
right at the head. The
That
skin.
is the one, dude. That is the fucking one.
Now do you
dude.
believe in me, friend?
Yeah, that's the game changer.
So you get it all the way
I call
in your
that
mouth.
the 10 cents a day.
So
Save
why?
a child.
Because that bitch is hungry. That bitch is
I thought it was
hungry,
Yo.
bro.
Once it's all the way in there, right, and you can feel it go in your throat, you pull out, still sucking though, pulling the dick out of your mouth slowly. You stop right here.
This
Because
is gross to hear you describe.
the frenulum
but
is
it
the
also
skin.
feels good.
The frivolous?
The frenulum is the
Frenulum.
skin that meets the head and the shaft, right? So I stop there,
Yeah.
and then I kind of like put my tongue right where the hole of your dick is, and like almost like suck the rest of it out. And they love that shit. So
Oh my god.
that is how I've gotten
Alex
my
looks
bills paid.
disgusting.
You could have just stopped that.
Yeah, that was
It was-
horrifying. I feel sick to my
But it would
stomach.
feel
yo.
really good. Also, like, stop use of your tongue while a dick is in your mouth. I always have men tell me that like they love how I use my tongue while it's in your mouth and they're coming. You can also like move your tongue while the dick is in your mouth. But for some reason, people just lay it flat. Don't
Yo,
know why.
I'm thoroughly disgusted, yo. I can't be because I start thinking about cum and that shit just. I have this
I'm
weird
obsessed, yo.
relationship. with
Bukkake
that
is
shit,
my
bro.
favorite like porn. Like I'm obsessed with. It's disgusting. I don't know what it is. I also think it's because it's the one thing I don't get from lesbian sex. Like if I really wanted penetration when I fuck a girl, I could. But like something about semen, it's like really disgusting.
You like? Wait, you don't? Oh, a girl can't come on you. A lesbian can't come on you.
I mean, like it won't look the same. The
Right.
consistency, the viscosity.
What if she cries on you with her bitch ass?
I'm the crier, to be honest.
Her bitch ass is Is she a bitch for real?
She'd be out here crying like this.
Don't be talking about my bitches like
They sold out of overalls.
this. Okay, those I don't fuck those lesbians. No shade to the ones that are there, but I like to fuck femmes.
What a
See, but if a guy says that, they're like,
oh, femmes are like the lesbians that they were
lipstick
like molested
lesbians,
into.
Like
right?
me.
Yeah, like women that.
Actually, to be fair, I
They
thought
the
I
ones-
was femme
they the
until
ones
I
that's
ran
not
into you
born
at
into it.
where was it? Last lap, and you're
You know
like,
what I mean?
"Wow, I've never seen you in heels before."
Yo,
Whoa.
Yeah.
What is
yeah.
that shit? Like,
The
they,
first time I see you dressed up, I was like, oh shit.
now you know people who are born Christian and then people who are like, what is it called? Yeah, like the lesbians that got saved into it. You know what I'm talking about?
Converted.
The femme ones are the ones I think they got molested into being a lesbian, and then the ones that are born it are the ones that are
Oh
like,
my
about
fucking
that life.
god,
That's so
Andrew!
funny. Nobody caught that the first
but that's true. Like if you're a lesbian that walks around like you in the yard and shit, like you just fucking ready. Like
But see,
the
those are
shoulders
the-
forward lesbians, they were born that. That's them. That's their
So
life.
what you saying? I just figured out
Top
pussy.
boy lesbians.
Top Boy.
Okay.
The bitch from Top Boy.
I didn't watch Top Boy yet, but I know what you're talking about.
Rose, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Femme.
No, that's definitely like a handful of women I know. Like that I've known since they were like 5 years old. I was like, oh
Right.
yeah, when they came out.
I mean, we
nobody
could
was
say the
surprised.
same for
Yeah.
like men that
Yeah.
like are quote unquote more
Same.
feminine, so to speak,
Yeah.
and women that are more masculine. But like, nah, I mean, I
gotta
came
put
out the
culture on
pussy
that
liking
shit.
pussy. I
Some
think
of these gay dudes be acting like sissies.
Oh god.
as long as you keep it at that word.
Well,
am A-okay.
good thing you're not here on a Wednesday.
Don't say no,
'cause
don't say shit, motherfucking goddamn else.
Sissy's a funny ass word, yo.
They're gonna take that word from us.
We got to
You know
start
that.
calling our girlfriends sissy when they be complaining
sissy,
about
yo.
shit. Like,
I interviewed a cross-dresser that was called Sissy, and he liked to dress up in women's clothes and like clean up their
yo,
apartment.
son, we gotta call our girls sissies, bro. Like, anytime they upset us, why are you away so much? Shut up, sissy.
We should call y'all sissies. Cis men that be
Being
crying.
such a sissy, bro. Yo, cis male. That's our word.
Oh, yeah.
A sissy is our word,
Yeah,
yo.
y'all are acting like some
Y'all
sissies
took it.
right now.
Yo, stop saying that word, yo. That's not yours.
Yeah, real talk. That's problematic.
That is a little problematic, yo. There's certain words that you, as a half black, half white woman,
Here he go.
cannot say.
Like what?
Like,
Tell me what I can't say, Andrew, please.
you can't say sissy.
You check a lot of boxes.
You can
I
only say
can't
the first
sis.
two letters.
She checks all of them.
Checks all the boxes.
Bro.
Like, you can say the
You can
N
only say the
word.
first three letters of the N-word.
I am literally the
No,
Yeah.
you only get the first 3 letters or the last 3 letters of
All
the
right, my
N-word.
sis. What?
No, the
The
N-word.
N-word.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
You only
See?
get 3 letters.
You get
yo.
3 letters.
I told Akon she can get away with it, but he refuses.
If you want to combine the first 3 letters of the N-word with the last 3 letters of a Jewish racial slur, you got that.
What is that?
I don't know.
I actually
Nike.
just
Career.
He said Nike.
I didn't know the Jewish racial slurs until I watched
know?
that fucking Black
Coming through
Klansman.
with some bangers today, boy. Nike is hilarious, bro. Holy shit.
Not a lot of people in the room.
You're the
got
only
that.
person that can call someone a Nike, bro.
I don't want to call.
You can call people Nikes
You
from
have
now
to,
on.
yo.
yo.
You
I
have
don't-
to.
That's got to be your slur. That's got to be
Okay.
your slur now.
But do you get why it is? It's like N-I and then K-E.
like,
So from N-I from the N-word
So
and
it's
then
half and
K-E
half.
from the...
oh, that's fucked up.
That's so good, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's
feel
so
bad
good.
saying it.
say-
I
No,
rap.
it's
born into
Nike.
this,
You
bro.
act like
Nah,
it's
my
all right
nigga, I
now.
ain't saying Nike.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
too hard.
whoa, whoa,
See?
Cass.
No, she just said the N-word, bro. You can only
Don't
go
even
the
mind.
first part that rhymes with fig or the second part. You could do the second part where you sound like the Frosted Flakes.
Yo, what happened to
Man,
you
he
saying
puts that on,
Manila?
so
That
you
shit
think
was
we're
hilarious.
dumb hard.
Oh,
Did you guys just stop saying Manila? Because that shit was
What?
mad
Yo,
funny.
don't say that, son.
Yo.
Yeah, that's not your
Don't
word.
say that. Son.
I don't
That's
need
not your
to.
word.
That's not your word.
You know, white people always want to be included in something. They're like, give us one. So I can understand
We
why
don't
you
want
felt
to be
the need
included. We just take it.
Fair fucking
That's
point.
how
All
we be
about
doing.
inclusivity anyway. That's fucked up that you include everybody but white people.
Damn,
I don't need to
yo.
include them in a. We're marginalized. Why would I need to include white people in a space where they
You
are?
are marginalizing white people by not including them.
Oh,
you are a
shit.
marginalizer.
Oh my God.
Damn, yo.
You can't oppress the oppressor. This is a very much a white woman rage that you're giving me, and I expect better from your brown ass. White women love the moment they could be upset about something.
I'm just pointing out hypocrisy where I see hypocrisy.
You
That's
don't
all.
see none,
I see it. Oh, I see it.
Oh, this a little hypocritical.
is it?
Yeah. And also, you're a marginalizer.
Oh my god, fucking stop!
Yeah, you are.
That's a little
You're
problematic,
You're
if I
a
may say so.
marginalizer.
Don't even say this word around me because I'm trying to get unshadow banned.
Yo,
Okay? And
You
Hey,
are a
that shit- let me tell you something.
Oh, you wanna hear
marginalizer.
something
my
crazy?
association.
You wanna hear
to
something
guys.
crazy?
My shadow ban 5 weeks now. This shit ain't
Yo,
going nowhere.
Akash on the longest shadow ban in history right
That's
now.
crazy.
Real
Bro,
talk.
I can't even get verified. My agent was like, "We
Yeah.
gotta try again in another month." I'm
Bruh.
like, "God damn!"
I
Bruh,
remember when
sent in a
I was going for the
verification
WWE
request.
thing.
Instagram
Hold
sent
on.
that shit back in 20 minutes. Like, who are you?
Wait a minute, but you got it now?
No.
You still not checked?
You
Yo, they-
can't. You
they
can't if
know.
you're shadow banned.
Oh, you can't?
Because when the people put it in for us, Mandy wasn't shadow banned. I was. I'm about
Bruh,
to.
look at this.
Yo, free
Akash.
Akash, son. Free Akash. And whatever
Whoa.
Indian comic is hating on Akash, because we know it's you out there, motherfucker. We know you got haters, man.
You think it's another Indian comic?
Yeah.
Girl thinks that, and I don't.
I can see
It's
it
too
though.
like organized. Like every video I put up now,
It's
they're like,
flagged.
this is removed, even if it's not remotely offensive.
You've been having some great ones too.
Thank you.
That's
Appreciate it.
crazy.
That's how I had to find
It does
myself
come
the
up
other
on
day.
Google now, but it won't come up on the.
Wait,
actual
what
search.
happens when you search Weezy?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm out of here.
You're not shadow banned, son.
Nah, but I was though.
No, you not. You just want to be with the homies.
I really want to get out of this.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I
You
really
wanna
need
be
to
with
not
the
be shadow
homies,
banned, so
bro.
your army
You
can
out. You're
slide in
not-
them DMs.
You're not shadow banned. We already got one army member in there,
It
bro.
doesn't matter. I'm non-monogamous.
You really trying to get invaded.
You know,
The army invades.
I will say, like,
provides.
that fucking watch party, it was thrown at me everywhere. I didn't.
Yo,
They are some.
I went to the
sweeties.
Discord the next day, and you were the talk of the town in that group chat.
Nah.
I swear to God.
We gotta talk about that when we were at that hookah spot, and I accidentally showed my titty, and it was on Discord for like 20 seconds. Do you remember that?
Wait. No, was it a live stream?
No, it was like a snap. Where did we went to Angelique's birthday party, right?
Okay.
So Kaz is like, yo, you heard of Discord? I'm like, yo, I heard.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So he's like, yo, go in the Discord because they be talking about you. I take Kaz's phone. I'm not doing this.
Fly the coop, yo.
Son.
You acting wild,
Yo,
man.
Weezy's.
What the fuck
I understand why lesbians get beat up, yo.
was-
I get it.
Bruh.
now. That
Bruh,
makes
this
sense,
has
yo.
nothing to do
I
with
did
Kaz.
nothing wrong. Just
He
so we know,
didn't.
I did nothing wrong.
Yeah,
So
but you
he's-
start the story, yo. When we smoking hookah, my nipples is all
No,
out.
No, we
this
were
is-
at a party.
This is at the bowling alley for Angela's party, right?
Nah, but then me, you, low key, and some other people went.
We went
that-
to Sahara afterwards.
That's it.
Yes.
Sahara East?
Sahara
Yes.
East. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
Lowe's
God.
fucking
Yo,
spot.
He
trying
loves
to fuck
me.
low too.
So
No.
damn. All right. So
Because like y'all think I'm trying to fuck everybody.
All I know is
I just flirt with
I
everybody.
don't know if we told the story on the
until we get the
podcast.
point of friendship.
I don't know if we told the story on the podcast. Kaz and I were supposed to do horrible decisions, and we all were on a group text.
Oh,
and then Kaz couldn't make it, and then you immediately were like, "Oh, Akash, you're out of here. Let's get low on, right?" So you didn't have my number.
You couldn't
saved.
make it.
No, yeah, you didn't have my number saved. You just had a number on a group text with low.
Oh,
you
yes,
sent me
I
a text at like 3:30 in the morning. I'm in the shower. I get a text, and my girl's in the bathroom. I'm like, "Yo, can you see who texted me?"
I
And
remember
she's
this.
like,
I do too.
"It's in the text is hey." One text. Second text, it's Wheezy. It's 3:30 a.m.
Me
my
and
girl
Lo be
is
out in
like-
the Eastville.
Why the fuck is a Wheezy texting you at 3:30 in the morning?
Son.
And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know this bitch. I don't even got her number saved.
you see? I'm looking into my future right now after this fucking episode. Drop. So can you please finish the story?
Okay.
Please.
So we're sitting
I did
smoking
nothing
hookah,
wrong,
And Kaz is,
Jasmine.
I guess, on the Discord. He's like, yo, they talking about you again, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, who is they? So he's in the Discord. He's like, say something. I grab Kaz's phone, and I'm like making a video, and I did this, right? All I did was this, but I'm drunk. So what happens? A whole fucking
titty
nipple
pops out.
comes out. So it sends, right? I didn't see the nipple come out. I just pressed send. Kaz is holding his phone. He goes, what'd you put in there? I was like, oh, I just flashed. He's like,
So I scrolled up.
nah, your whole titty's in the shit. I'm freaking out, right? I'm like, oh my God, help. Niggas is in my DMs already. Nice nips. Wow, didn't think they were going to be
They
brown.
still talk about that to this day. Like
Bruh.
sometimes I'll pop into the Discord like, yo, remember that time Weezy came on the chat and showed the titty? I was like, bruh.
She's committed.
I need to be in it. But
Very
anyway.
on brand. Very
So
on
whoever
brand.
saw my nipples that day at the watch party, let me know because I didn't pay for one fucking drink. Matter of fact, I ordered lamb chops. I remember the price. They were $37 at this
Yeah.
fucking place. And no, I didn't
So
pay
you
for it. A dude comes behind me like, nah, I got you. I'm like, no, dude, don't worry about it. He's like, listen, that one titty deserved it.
Wow.
So I guess the next watch party, I'm going to have to show the other one for some food. I don't mind slutting myself out for food, to be quite honest.
Yo,
Respect.
Bet I know we'll be at that next watch party. Kaz's girl.
Listen, my girl can fight, bro.
And I'm going to be right there copping the same
my girl can
plea.
fight, bro.
I'm going to be like, girl, you know.
I'm not worried about your girl. I'm worried about Wheezy.
I'm just hoping your girl goes.
Hey.
Oh
She'll be
my
there.
God.
She'll be there.
I'm going to be like,
With that
can you
fat
help
ass ring on her finger, too.
Oh,
Oh, no, bro.
me? Listen.
Thank
She's
God
like,
you
that was
finished
good.
All you have to give me is the, I would never, ever, I'm not a behind the back person.
You ain't got no fucking okay, Wheezy. But all I had to give you, you ain't getting it.
Just let her go just one time.
You want to
Why
go through
not?
your whole marriage without her getting that one thing off her. She's going to think about it for
My
years.
girl will never know what good sex is like. That's on my name. On everything I love, my girl gonna be sexually unsatisfied till the day we die.
Yo, I'm like,
That's on everything.
Damn.
I really thought he was going to get over this.
Oh, no.
I actually don't care.
Well, anyway, for the Army that will be going to the watch parties, I just want you to know, I know he said I got a man, and then I'm getting blue chewed. I am still.
You do have a man.
How I got a man?
Because you do.
What let you know that?
Yo, chill.
Yo, Kaz, you're making too much noise.
I'm trying to get out of this because I'm fucking suffocating.
Go to the bathroom, dog.
Yeah,
You ever
yeah.
read anyway?
No,
We
it's
do
all
a read?
good.
Oh yeah. We gotta read.
You wanna do it while we go? Do while we go?
But we're gonna wrap this
I'll-
up and then
I'll
do a
stick
read.
with it.
So yeah, here's the thing. I think you do have a boyfriend, and you're gonna start
That's a
treating
big
him
word.
with respect.
Whoa.
You're gonna start
Respect
treating
that
him
man,
with
yo.
honor. You're gonna start cherishing
black?
him.
Yeah, black.
Yeah, respect that
He's
black man.
black. He's a black man.
Mhm.
Okay,
Gang,
so you're
gang.
gonna start treating him like the king he is.
Because he ain't. He being
That's
monogamous.
beautiful.
Bruh,
You know?
where is
Exactly.
it?
He's out here being faithful to you. He's out here loving you. He's out here giving you half of his dick.
Mm-hmm. Half
Can't
of
even-
everything.
Fuck it, yeah.
Actually,
like,
that's really what I want.
what is that? Half of everything.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Okay, good. So you know what your goal is. So go out
I'm not
there
gonna
and
get it like this.
Yeah,
You gotta be faithful to that black man. Yo.
real talk.
Be
Why?
faithful, B.
I'm not ready for a boyfriend.
Why not?
I
What do
just
you
wanna-
mean you're not ready? How old
I
are you?
wanna-
You already have one.
I want a primary. I don't want a boy. That word freaks me out.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
You got to start
Yeah,
making
get
these
your shit
moves now.
together, yo.
Yeah,
gotta
you're ready
start
at that
making
time.
these
But
bro.
I could do that at 30.
30 comes quick.
Nah, man. It ain't here yet, nigga. So
I remember 28.
It's
28 was
easier to
not
do
long
at
ago.
28.
You got about 84 useful periods left.
It's
Stick the man.
Like, you got an expiration date.
actually, that's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yo, that blue chew dick. I'm telling you, if it was raw dick, I'd have been right now pregnant.
Mm.
A whole pregnant chola.
Maybe later.
Real life.
Oh,
Or Nike.
real life is funny.
Wheezy. Now, you have these shows coming up as part of your tour.
I do.
I have hosted the Horrible Decisions live show once.
That's right. I was so excited about that.
It-
It
You
was fun.
hosted more of that or Essence Fest?
Essence Fest I do every year, but
Right.
this is I did one time, and I have to say it was a wild show. It was wild. I mean, just to start, you
My
had this
tit came
cool
out
game.
there.
Tit came out there, and yeah, it did come out. You have like heavy at the end nipples. Your nipples kind of like hang
Stop
a
it.
little. What?
I do not have. I have.
Yo, Carlos Miller, funny as shit.
What is
On
that?
85 South, you know, they do this podcast is for about this podcast.
Yeah.
He said this podcast for the girls whose nipples look like sorry pieces.
My nipple is actually on Instagram right now.
Your nipple is?
I have a picture where like it's a little.
But it's
see-through.
not. But it's see through. It's not like when you take your shirt off, the nipple just hangs at the end.
It's like that.
No, you know what? Go to a Gonzo. You know Gonzo from Sesame Street. Go to Gonzo.
Nah, you bugging.
That's how it looks a little bit like.
My
that.
titties are better than that.
There you go. That's it. So that's what. This is it right there.
That's a dick nipple.
That is it. Yeah, you got that one. So that's good. But
This is my nipple pic.
let me see. Yeah, but it's pushed back. If you let that go, then it's gonna hang down towards the ground
Stop
a little
it.
bit.
You know what?
Point is, the show was fucking great. I mean that sincerely.
Thank
It was
you.
super entertaining. You like are interacting with the people. You're getting girls on stage. People are like humping, doing these different sexual situations. Both of you guys are on the mic. You're making jokes about this shit, but you're also kind of like teaching. You had me do this game with the people in the audience that I thought was so smart, where like you find out who the biggest
Hoe in the room.
hoe in the room is.
Thank you. I came up with it.
It's so much fun because like everybody starts standing up and you got to sit down when you haven't done a thing. But like
So
I'm
the
telling
reward's
you,
the biggest hoe.
there is a room full. When we were there, it was probably 350 of the horniest fucking chicks that I've
dude,
ever
that's
seen.
the move.
It is
Let me
insane.
tell you something.
So go check
Couples
out
at
this.
our show.
Shut up, so I can
meet
promote your show.
unicorns
So go out and check out these shows. It is. Where can they get tickets for this show?
HorribleDecisions.com. The next show we have is coming next week. We have Philly on November 6th, DC on the 8th,
Amazing.
and then Boston 12/12. Every other major city we're going to be in 2020, January, February. But it's
So
a
go
very
check that out.
It's
It's
a
a great
well-produced show. Like Mandy and I don't just get up there and be like, "Oh, we're sluts." Like it's
Yeah.
really planned out. But I really wanted to come on Flagrant because we have a packed room of horny bitches. Actually, there's a video of two girls making out violently because they were so fucking horny at our show.
What is that?
Do you see these bitches?
Oh, wow.
In a meet and greet line.
That's
like,
aggressive.
Telling you, these girls get really horny. We're gonna have to connect the. What do you guys call yourself? The whore
The
hive.
whore hive, yeah.
The
Yeah.
whore hive in the asshole army, and
Me too.
we're gonna have to do
Seems
something.
natural.
that would
Yeah.
be so fun. I would love
natural.
that.
Yeah.
But
Like
I
a
want you
combo
guys
show?
that have girlfriends especially to bring them. We've had a lot of couples get with
I know who's not
unicorns.
coming. No, I'm just kidding.
No, she gotta come.
Of course.
Um, But no, I mean, couples meet a lot of unicorns there, and a lot of people always ask me how to get a threesome started. Horrible Decisions is the perfect fucking place.
So-
bring your girlfriend. Oh gosh, just
That's what's gonna happen. Wheezy, what the fuck on what's it called? Wheezy, what the fuck on all platforms,
All platforms.
Twitter, Instagram, etc. You know what? When we have you on here, we were gonna do round 2 of this accent battle. I think we're going to have to save that because we went on so long for this episode. So the next time you're on, we'll have another accent off. But if you do want to check out the accent off, there's a fun episode of Dropping in New York City where
it's
Weezy
a very,
and I
very
go.
good one. I really love it. Yeah. It's
yeah.
like one of my favorite times I've ever been on YouTube because I just feel like it really showed me. You know, everybody thinks I'm just a fucking whore, which is true. But it's like that moment in time was just absolutely fabulous.
She's good. She is
Good.
very
You know-
fucking good.
Seamless.
Except,
I told you.
Alex
it.
got what?
Stop it.
What?
What
I
happened?
don't know. I don't know. What
No,
you're
he
about to say.
forgot. I feel like our best one was the
Alex is so
Dominican
nervous.
guy, and he didn't put it.
Which one was the Dominican?
I
guy?
draw for the Uber, you draw for the life.
The life.
That was very good looking. Pero he don't put inside the movie, the YouTube. So I don't know.
The YouTube.
Make it the show.
Make it a joke. Anyway, it's very entertaining. We're going to have the official accent off another time, I promise. Thank you so much for coming. We love you.
Yay.
And check out Horrible Decisions. Check out these live shows, guys, and let us know how they are when
You know,
you go
I've
to
dubbed
them.
myself the asshole army princess, so I thought maybe it could be Leah, but no, we're not going to give it to a white woman. Love Leah. But
Leah hasn't been here in a while anyway, so
We got to get Leah back on,
Yeah.
man.
Wait, it better be me. That's it.
We might give it to a white woman.
Akash
Can't
we
give
might have
someone
to.
my
Akash
title.
got real
It's-
serious, so I don't
it's
think
done
he's.
and
I don't think that's
You
working.
think I'm out here fucking
Alex doing
people in the
better for all of
asshole
us.
army to not be the princess and queen?
That's true. You have put in the work.
Thank
Put in
you.
the work. So we're going to
There's
consider
There's
you.
And
anyone
I
out
keep it
there?
tight.
There's
Got
anywhere
him.
out there that could lay the claim to fucking more assholes. Wheezy,
You did
take
it.
the crown. You got it.
And
Okay,
I'm
guys.
still looking for more. Slide in my DMs. Okay.
Guys, what an interview. What an awesome time hanging. Not even an interview, just a hang. When Weezy comes, it's a hang, just like her nipples. But we've something amazing has managed to happen. And honestly, I didn't know that this was physically possible in podcasting. Kaz, as you can hear, is not with us right now. Kaz has managed to be late
Twice.
to an episode that he was already at. He is late twice. We said we're going to take a 5-minute break after we talk to Weezy,
Right.
and we don't know where the hell Kaz is
We
going.
waited 10.
We waited at least 10.
We did a read.
We did a whole read.
That's a couple minutes.
That was a couple minutes because I messed up.
Yeah.
I went and got food and
Alex
coffee.
I
got
got
a
food.
salad.
2 different places. I'm almost halfway through the salad.
He's almost halfway through the salad. I mean, Eden, did you do anything?
Basing himself a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Made myself happy.
Hey, do you shower or do you just take that big thing and just dip it in juice and squeeze it on yourself?
You guys are ruffling some feathers over here.
It's good. It's good, Eden.
That's good.
Eden,
That's
comeback's getting better. Anyway, I mean, it's just so shocking that this has happened. I'm not even upset. I'm impressed at this point. This is impressive to be late twice to the exact
Crazy.
same episode.
Yeah, I know. And I wanted to call him out because we made it seem like he was late just because he was putting on the costume. He was already 15 minutes late.
He was
And then
already-
he said, I got to put on the costume.
Akash. I mean, what do we do when he even comes back in? What is the?
I don't know, man.
Make him put the costume back on.
He's out of the costume. For any of you guys listening right now. That being said, we still got some very interesting things to talk about. Obviously, it's been a very big week, sports and non-sports related. Did you listen to Jesus is King? The Kanye
I did
album?
not. I should have. I don't even care anymore.
I would say Kanye is maybe the worst thing that has happened to Jesus.
Okay.
He's the Antichrist.
He is. Like, who fucked over Jesus? Judas?
Yeah.
Judas is looking at Kanye going, whoa. Like, I know I fucked up. But low-key, what I did created Christianity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What Kanye did is going to create atheism. Like, if there is a giant move from Christianity to atheism in America amongst the black community,
Right.
it might be from this album.
Oh, it's going to be. Bro, I heard Yay or whatever the last album was, and I knew it's done.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I thought you were just being contrarian, to be honest.
I actually liked Yay. I thought there were some good songs
So
on
when
it.
I got bored, I couldn't even listen to the whole thing. I was like, I can't do it, man.
Dude, I wanted to like this one, maybe because I do have some contrarian in me. Sure.
Yeah.
I really wanted to like it.
Yeah.
I was on a plane flying down to Palm Beach for shows, and I was skipping songs.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew that this was bad.
Yeah.
Because if you're skipping songs about God on a plane,
On the
like if there's one point where you just let that shit run to the end because you're like, God, just help us, can we land? You know what I mean? Like literally all you're thinking about. And I was skipping through, so I couldn't even fucking listen on the plane.
To a first listen, to skip means that shit is trash. And how many tracks he got on this?
11?
Limited, right?
I think 11 or something like
I
that.
think like 10 or 11.
10 or 11.
Yeah, I
Now,
assumed it'd be short.
I assumed that you would listen because he got your boys on it. I know you were a big Clips fan.
I'm a big Clips fan. I need to hear that song. I mean, I was out of commission all day yesterday. My back been fucked up.
Yeah.
I was on painkillers and whatnot.
Yeah, real talk.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen at some point, but I know it's gonna be trash. I talked to my brother-in-law, future brother-in-law,
Yeah.
big Kanye fan.
Yep.
Swears he's a genius. All of that. I asked him what he thought of this album. He was like, I didn't get to listen to it all the way through yet.
Son,
Because
can we
you
have
can't
Son.
finish, bro.
Can
I'm
we
a
have the
Kanye
Kanye?
stan.
Say again.
I'm a Kanye stan.
Yeah.
And for the first time in my life, I don't like an album of his.
Now,
First time in my life, I don't like an album. It feels rushed. Doesn't
it's just
feel mixed
trash.
right.
It's just trash. It's not good music.
Yep.
I think we need to start having the conversation, which is, what is he so great at? Like, Kanye puts himself in the same ballpark as Steve Jobs,
Da Vinci.
Walt Disney, Da Vinci, right? Like, let's use those three people,
Yeah.
right? Like, those three people changed the course of history with their work, right? Like, Steve Jobs literally changed the way we listen to music. He
It changed the way we talk to each other.
He changed the way we
Everything.
talk to each other. He changed the way that we interact. All these things were because of Steve Jobs, right? Walt Disney.
This fucking thing right here
Steve Jobs.
changed everything.
100%, right? Now Walt Disney, I'm not too familiar with like how cartoons and that kind of shit worked prior.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he had some like instrumental
Cartoons as
changed-
theme parks? I was talking to my friend who was talking about an exec. She was at some network and now she's a free agent, but she's like, I want to make cartoons. I'm very interested. If you have a cartoon, give it to me. And he was like, why? And she goes, theme parks.
Yeah.
And just that way of thinking blew my mind, but that's Walt Disney. Anytime you go to a fucking amusement
Star
park,
Wars park, Harry Potter
Yep,
park, all that shit
of
is
it.
Disney, right?
All of it.
So he literally changed the way human beings interacted with the world they're in.
Yeah.
Right? And he invented a thing. Like Steve Jobs he wasn't the first person to do a phone, but he invented a way the phone is used completely different.
He
right?
changed the way internet phones. Remember Palm Trios?
All
Those
that
suck
bullshit.
dick. Horrible.
Right? I'm not too familiar with Da Vinci shit. I know that the guy that has got his arms out, whatever. And then I really don't know that many things. But I know he was like an inventor, right?
Yeah,
I know
man.
you got that guy right
He's
here.
maybe the most like brilliant guy ever. Maybe.
Okay, so he's a super brilliant
Yeah.
guy, right?
Yeah.
I know he was in Assassin's Creed, right? I think he built some of the things for that. I'm being
One of the Ninja Turtles.
He was one of the Ninja Turtles. This guy was a Ninja Turtle, right? So he made a barreled cannon. He made an animator. He made a revolving bridge, winged flying machine, the airplane, diving equipment, self-propel. I mean, this guy really knew what he was doing, this Da Vinci. Now, Kanye truly hasn't invented anything. And I've said this about him forever, but like he's just taken shit that is very normal and almost corny for white people, and he's made it cool for black people.
You cannot deny his impact on fashion, whether good or bad, is crazy.
But hold on, let's back. All of his impact on fashion is appropriate from white people.
Sure.
He has not. I guess what I'm trying to do is like when we're talking about Da Vinci, right? We're talking about Steve Jobs and we're talking about Walt Disney.
There's a difference between inventors and influencers.
Right. So if you're going to call yourself one of these great minds like them, you have to invent.
Yeah.
Kanye is a influencer. Black people really, or used to at least, really trusted his sense when it comes to music and fashion, and he was able to sell them certain things that they hadn't been sold before, right? But he did not invent the dad shoe.
No.
White dads been wearing that forever. He did not invent the pink polo. There was a reason why he was able to buy it. Because
Yeah.
it was already fucking invented.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You didn't say make it pink. You walked
Right.
right into the fucking Nordstrom's. You went right to the golf section and you started dressing like those guys.
Right.
Right? Same thing with like the baggy ripped sweaters. Nirvana had been doing that shit forever. Soundgarden has been doing that shit forever. Like, you did nothing at all to innovate fashion. Now, music, we can say that he is an innovator with music, and that's fine. I've never been a big Kanye fan, but I can't say I hate his music. I like tons of his songs.
He's got a lot of shit that's good, but you know he might be his most brilliant thing that he's ever done is saying he's a genius.
Selling
is
mediocrity.
The most genius thing he's done, and I don't want to say mediocrity because he's good. He's got some fucking classics.
I'll give him elite at music. I'll never say anything about that. I'll give him
But elite at music is different than genius, and he's called himself genius until he believed it, and it's the next level of what Jay-Z did. Jay-Z would be in the GOAT conversation, but the first person that put himself there, as far as I know, was Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I wish Kaz was here because he knows music better than I do. But I remember Jay-Z saying, "I'm the greatest" before anybody else was saying it.
Well,
we were still
Jay-Z-
big in Pac.
Jay-Z goes, who's the biggest, Pac, Biggie, Jay, or Nas?
Yeah.
So he put himself in the middle of these four people at a time where nobody even considered him close to the greatest,
which
right?
is really smart.
Smart. And it
Kanye did that
works.
with his own genius.
Yes. And he's been calling himself a genius, and I think he's so influential within a subset of people. Most white people don't think Kanye's a genius, right? Like this, he thinks he's a genius, and he's operating in the vacuum. But like, if you ask my dad, you're like, "Hey, is Kanye a genius?" They're like, he'll be like, "Who?" Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not like literally the majority. Like Asians aren't going, "Oh, Kanye, that guy's a genius."
Yeah.
Right? Like nobody in China thinks he's a genius. Nobody in. Maybe in Africa, maybe doubtfully in India. I doubt they're going, "Oh my God, that Kanye guy, that guy's a fucking genius."
Yeah.
Like rip clothes, y'all been doing that, right? Like, so it's like
That's all we got.
those are clothes.
That's what they sell at the
You
store.
need clothes. So it's like, I think there's a situation where Kanye has convinced a small group of people that he is great. That small group of people happens to be the most culturally influential group of people on the earth now.
Yeah.
Black Americans.
Right.
So if Black Americans are supporting this thing, the rest of the people that want to be involved in cool and hip culture
You convince us.
follow.
Yeah.
Right? So, yes, you've done it right, but if you think Kanye convinced my dad to wear those Nike Starbucks or whatever they're called, Nike, what is it?
Yeah. I forget what they're called.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Those old dad shoes.
Those Pete Carroll shoes.
The Pete Carroll shoes, like
Yeah.
my dad been wearing them forever.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you think he convinced my dad to do it, like I was into Nirvana way before Kanye ever thought
Yeah.
that was cool.
Right.
So I just think we got to call out Kanye on his genius card. Maybe his genius is convincing people that he is one.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only genius I've never bought into Kanye's a genius.
Yeah.
Really gifted musician.
Yes.
Undeniable impact on fashion. Whether it was stolen or not, he impacted it, influenced it. But ain't no genius. That's a fucking lofty word to throw around.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
mean,
use
yeah.
genius on one person, and maybe it's because I don't know music like I know comedy. I know you don't say you don't use it for anybody. I use it for one comedian, that's Chappelle.
Yeah.
I think the way God, and only a comedic genius. I don't think
Yeah.
Kanye thinks he's a genius, period. If you wanted to sell me musical genius, I could be like, all right, fine. Chappelle's a comedic genius. That's it.
Yes.
That's the only person I see.
That's fair, and I would agree on that. I guess there's a world where we go, yeah, Kanye is a musical genius.
Maybe.
I'll give it to him.
Okay.
I'll give it to him. What I will say is I give him tons of credit for his ability to seemingly not care what other people think and buck a trend.
Yeah.
So, like, while as a white guy I don't see it brave wearing dad shoes and these types of things, maybe his community would scrutinize that type of clothing so much to be able to wear it would be a brave thing to do.
Right.
Sure. Okay. Maybe my community is a little more accepting of clothing that's not that cool.
Yeah. Y'all been
Okay.
dressing weird.
We've been dressing weird forever.
Yeah.
We invented this shit.
Yeah.
You know? I admire that with somebody that is in a position to lose so much to like double down on his influence and then end up changing the way other people operate. I do admire that, and he needs credit for that, no doubt. But to me, he's the ultimate influencer.
That's why him and Kim are married.
That was brilliant. So it's just like Kanye and Kim are the same thing, but Kanye is Kim with a skill.
Yeah.
The knock on Kim,
That's how you say it.
Right?
I couldn't figure it out. Yeah.
but the knock on Kim is, what are you good at? Well, what she's good at is influencing people.
Right.
And she knows exactly how to do it, exactly what to put in her body to make it look away so it influences people,
Yeah.
how to operate, what part of her lifestyle she should show. She knows what the fuck she's doing, right? Undeniable. Kanye is that, but also happens to be elite at music.
Right.
And if Kim was good at anything, I think that, and if she was really good at anything, let's say she was really good at let's say she was good at music, I don't know, whatever.
Right.
And then she called herself a genius, I think we'd be like, whoa, you're just good at music.
Right. Right.
You're good at music and you got girls putting on, like, lipstick, but
Yeah.
you're not a fucking, like, if anything, Kim is actually more, if we're talking genius as influencer, Kim is more of a genius because Kim has changed the way women's faces and bodies
It's
look.
insane. Dude, every hot girl just looks like Kim now.
Yes. So, if you want to talk genius in the Kanye sense of it, meaning just influence and culture, to get someone to wear something is a much smaller investment than to get someone to change the way
Get
they
surgery.
look.
Surgery.
If influence makes you a genius, Kanye isn't close to as genius as Kim.
Kim is the GOAT.
All right, so I'm taking everything in.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye is a musical genius because he changed the style of music that was popular at the time. So as to that point, you have the Drakes, you have J. Cole's, you have like all the people, the sing-songy rap and emotional I show all sides of me rap.
808s.
He made that popular.
Yeah.
So I would say in that sense, he's a musical genius and he can like really craft music. I don't know what's going. Yeah, like I think he's having difficulty now making music, but we have to give him.
And
yeah,
I think Akash
you did,
I
and you
agree,
did.
right?
Yeah,
We're saying like if anybody wants to sit here and go, he is a musical genius, you'll never see me debate that
Yeah.
in one say. He's not my favorite, but I love his songs, and there's like tons that I've really enjoyed.
And I think genius gets thrown around loosely, but
By him.
every person.
That's my problem with
that's
it, by
true.
him.
But everybody that we call a genius, they're a genius in one particular area. Maybe not Da Vinci, but most people, it's like Tesla. He was good with fucking electricity. This guy, who's the guy who goes to space and shit like that.
Elon Musk?
Elon Musk. It's
Right.
like you wouldn't say he's a fashion genius.
No.
You know,
he's an
so it's like I
engineer,
think everybody just is a genius in whatever field that they direct that genius at.
Right.
No, I was thinking about that, but I feel like what Kanye does is still pretty narrow, even relative to them. Like, electricity is wide ranging. You could do millions of things with electricity. Rap beats is one specific thing.
Son, make it
I
a
have
hit.
not heard the Kanye heavy metal album that's like, holy fuck, this is incredible. I have not heard the Kanye symphony he wrote that's like, whoa, fuck Beethoven. This guy's right there. You know what I mean? Like, he's
I
a genius
think
the way
what you
Beethoven is a
classify
genius,
things
the way
as.
Mozart is a genius, the way Kurt Cobain was a genius.
Yeah.
But then it's a
Oh,
much
okay.
more wide-ranging term.
Okay.
To me, then that's just in my mind, and now we're just splitting hairs.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
that's
Then I
brilliant.
agree
He's a
with that,
brilliant
yeah.
genius. To me, is some other level. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
But
I
understand.
think
I understand what you're saying, right? Where there's a little difference between like Kanye and Pharrell, in that Pharrell would make the best songs or the best beats of the genre of hip hop that was popular at the time, whereas Kanye would redefine the genre of
He'd
hip
push
hop,
it forward.
push it forward,
and did
right?
that a couple times.
And all due respect,
Yeah.
we're
That is
completely off
impressive.
the
That's
music
fair.
table, 100%. And that also speaks to his influence, right? It's like, oh shit, when Kanye does something, that's the new thing. And that he brought into fashion, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the fashion thing, he didn't put a single piece of unique or original clothing out in the entire time that we saw him. I mean, like every bit of his clothing or sneakers is a ripoff of something that already existed. It's not like Steve Jobs with the iPhone. It's like
Completely just different.
he's
Yeah.
like, oh, we don't do sneakers no more. We do babukas. And you're like, what is that? You're like, oh, that's a new thing on your feet. You're like, I guess we do babukas. Like he just
Yeah.
made up a fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think you gotta separate. Like he said, I'm the greatest genius of our life. There's some interview with Big Boy, and it's
Yeah,
like,
like-
bro,
I don't think anybody really believes him. Like even in the black community, I don't
know what
think
annoyed me,
we
though?
actually say he's an all-around genius. We only give him the musical genius thing, and even that, it's like genius with an asterisk on it.
Nah, bro. I think a lot of people, maybe not you, you're more rational, but a lot of people, up until about a year and a half ago, Kanye would say just this tweet, this idiotic nonsense that was mad, like, vague.
Yeah, and we were looking at that shit
Thoughts
like,
of the sperm of action.
stupid.
And we'd all freak the fuck out and be like, oh my God, Kanye's a genius. And then he put on a red hat and everybody's like, yo, Kanye's crazy. Like, now y'all realize it. It took one fucking hat and now you see him for what he is. It's just a little annoying.
Yeah. And that was just the ultimate flex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just going, how can I make anything cool? How powerful am I?
Yeah.
Can I do anything? And
No, he tried gospel and
but the thing about gospel is you don't have to make gospel cool. Like, God is already dope.
nah,
Yeah.
but if he made gospel, like, if
Didn't
this
Chance
album was
kinda do
good,
that?
if this album was good, and you heard this, like, you wanted to bump this shit in your car, because
Son.
he kind of did it on
Son.
the last two albums. He had like one or two songs that had the gospel in it,
Sure.
and we love those. I
Yo,
thought it was
but-
gonna be a whole album of that,
Dude,
That shit would have been amazing. But-
Hillsong, we've had Carl Lentz in here.
Yeah.
Hillsong has built one of the most popular churches in the world. It's a global church.
Mm-hmm.
And the backbone of that is Christian music and rock. It's not gospel, but it is Christian rock. And they have these amazing fucking songs. I listen to this. I'm not even a super religious person. I listen. And so it's not like this hasn't been done. And this church is known as the cool church. You got hipster looking dudes in there, you know what I mean, hipster looking chicks. Like, so it's not like it's not like all gospel music or all religious music is Creed. There is a cool fact. Justin Bieber was part of the church. Like,
no, I get that, but I'm just saying it hasn't been done in hip hop.
fair.
Yeah.
What did Chance, I'm not trying to be an asshole, didn't Chance kind of do that?
Nah, he doesn't make gospel music.
I think he made songs about his wife or something.
Yeah,
No, he made "Oh, I Love My Wife." But before that, before his wife was Jesus, all his songs were about God. He's bringing church choirs.
I don't listen to him enough
Think about
to
the
know,
beginning of "You Don't Want No Problem." In the beginning, a church choir singing. He puts the organ in his shit.
Maybe. Yeah,
It's,
maybe.
I mean, Kanye might try to take it a step further, but Chance is already kind of doing that.
Yeah.
And the
I
best
mean-
part of the Life of Pablo intro was the Chance verse.
Yeah. But that's one of those ones, like, imagine if we had a whole album of that. Whew.
Dog, if he did
That's what I was thinking.
Father Stretch My Hands or whatever that
Son.
song was.
Ooh.
If there was a whole album of that, I mean,
God.
I cried listening to that song when What's-Her-Face sings.
Yeah.
Who's the chick that sings? Kelly Price or something?
I
Yeah,
believe
that's the
so,
intro
yeah.
track. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
But that's the
That's not
Son.
Father
that's,
Stretch My
that's
Hands?
the first one.
Ultralight Beam.
Ultralight Beam.
Ultralight Beam. I fucking
Son.
cried listening to that song. That was one of the most beautiful songs I've ever listened to. And I'm listening to that, and while I'm listening, I'm like, anything he wants to say about the music he makes, he's right. This is beautiful. And then that going right into the
I think Father Stretch My Hands might have
Nah,
been.
like went into like the panda,
Panda,
shit.
Panda.
That guy, like,
bro, the
that
beginning
shit
of that
was hard.
album charged me up. So it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It was truly amazing. I remember pulled over at a gas station in Santa Monica, California, where I was going to buy a charger, and I was bawling, crying at the beauty of that song. Amazing. And I go, wow, this guy's a true skill to evoke this type of emotion through music. 100%. Not denying it.
Yeah.
But the whole album wasn't that.
Yeah.
If it was, we on a
Yeah.
like, whoo.
That's why I thought this was gonna be that.
I think we all wanted that.
I was
a little
kind of hyped for this
I
one.
think we
and
all wanted
I
it.
was so disappointed.
In a weird way, we want him to win.
Yeah.
You know what Kanye is? Kanye's like an athlete that went broke.
Well, he
And
did.
you're like, I hope he gets it back. You know, like, remember when Vin Baker was working at Starbucks?
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, man, I hope he becomes a manager one day.
He's like Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp, you know, it's like,
He got fat.
Yeah.
He got married.
But
He
that
got
is- that
married.
is
He's
what
fucking
happened.
around too much.
That shit did happen. He went broke. He got fat.
Yeah.
All the shit that, yeah, we are rooting for.
we
I'm
root
rooting for him. Yeah.
It's in a weird way. Like, we're rooting for this guy who is kind of like, he is not humble in the least. Like, he's not the guy to root for.
True.
Why are we rooting for the guy who says he's great?
Because we're watching him fall. Even if he's acting like he's not, we're watching it. Kanye's looking more and more like the teddy bear on his first album. Every album. Kanye looking like that college dropout bear.
I respect anybody who just puts it out there. Like when you talk that shit, that appeals
No, I
to me.
love that, but you got to back it
Yeah.
up. If you don't back it up,
Yeah, exactly.
it's high risk, high reward.
And he used to back it up.
That's why we get along so well. He always backs it up.
It is high risk, high reward. That's a good point.
Yep.
You're fucking right. And
I
you know
love
what?
that shit.
That's what we loved about Conor McGregor.
Yep.
That's what we love about Floyd Mayweather. is if you talk that shit and then back it up, we have a massive fucking respect
yo.
for you.
Respect.
And for a long time, he would back it up. And now he doesn't. And that will be his fall from grace. His fall from grace will be if he stops backing it up. And the music had always been the backbone.
This is it. It's a rap for him now.
I feel like Ye, that's what it's called, right? Ye. We gave him a little bit of a pass, but this one's 2 in a row now. It's like, oof.
Yeah.
We're still going to be excited for the next Kanye release.
Nah. I might not even listen.
I didn't listen to this one, and that I felt about Ye like this one. I thought it'd be Life of Pablo was great. I can't fuck with this. But so I didn't listen to this one. Maybe you're right, but I think a lot of Kanye stans will give it one more chance.
Like I know you guys aren't like technical music wise, but it's not even mixed well. Like there's parts in it where, you know, when a voice is not recorded well and like the silence, you hear like the little like hissing noise. You hear that during it, and I really don't think that was done intentionally.
That's not good.
Like I'm like, yo, that's not even mixed well. He rushed this shit.
Yeah.
Didn't Charlemagne say it? I think he said it in his book. Kanye needs no people. He got too many yes men around him.
Yeah.
But you would think the Kardashians, I don't know.
They don't give a fuck about men.
That's a good point.
Caitlyn just straight became a woman, so they finally give a fuck about it.
Yeah,
Come on, man. I'll do whatever it takes for you guys to care.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Please.
All right, well, outside of Kanye, I saw this movie on Netflix recently called Dolemite.
I've heard it's incredible. Do I need to watch the original Dolemite before I watch this?
I didn't. And I didn't know that this was based on a true story.
I knew, the making
of
the movie.
It's based on the making of Dolemite.
Yeah.
So Eddie Murphy stars in it. Eddie Murphy is fucking phenomenal.
I've heard it's amazing. Even before it came out, my friend was like, even critics love it. It's like universal.
Dude,
it's good.
He's great. He carries the whole movie.
I heard Wesley Snipes is fantastic.
Well, he's all right.
Oh, because I was hearing from everybody he stole the movie.
He's all right. I thought it was a little extra with it, but I thought he was all
I'm
right.
a big Wesley fan.
No, and he's another guy where you're rooting for. You're like, I know you got tax problems and this kind of stuff.
I'm rooting for Wesley.
It's great to see you come back. But it is a great fucking movie. You guys should all go check it out. It's on Netflix. But most importantly, I really resonated with this movie. What's up, man? I really resonated. Push it all the way close. I really resonated with the movie because the movie is about Eddie plays this guy named Rudy Ray Moore, right?
Yeah.
Who invents the Dolemite character, right? And the Dolemite character is this like loud, vulgar, non-PC comic, and nobody's giving him a shot. So he records his own album in his fucking apartment. Right?
Wait, are you giving spoilers?
No.
Okay.
This is the movie is about Dolemite.
Okay.
And the making of the movie. So it's not the movie Dolemite. You can go watch that somewhere. Yeah. But this is about him and developing the character.
Got it. Okay.
And nobody giving an opportunity, and him making his own shit, and him going on stage and doing it, and him releasing his own shit, and like him selling his own shit. It was all about, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to make these things happen myself. And what
thought you were so original.
Son, I did. I'm just a fake ass Dolemite, bro. Like, but real talk, I think the movie's called I Am Dolemite, right?
Dolemite is my name, which is dope too. Now that you're telling me the context, that's dope.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm watching this movie and I just related so much to the hustle. I related so much to like banking on yourself, putting your own fucking money up. Like they didn't know how to make a movie.
Yeah.
None of this shit. They didn't know how to do it. Just like when we're on the road in Europe, we didn't know how to shoot a fucking special.
Yeah.
We just put it together. At one point in Views from the Sis, we balanced a camera on the back banister of this theater with a stick of gum to level it. Wow. Do you know what I mean? Like we're just doing this shit as it comes, you know what I mean? And it was like watching this happen and watching this and the massive success. And you know what? He knew he had a market. And all these like execs were like, wow, who are these? You know, this is going to appeal to 5 blocks of people. Like, why do you care about the masses? And Dolemite's like, in the movie, he's like, there's those 5 blocks in every single town. And the 5 blocks were like the black neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he goes, there's a 5 blocks in Illinois and Indianapolis and LA and these things. And it's like, it's one of those things where when you're creating and you know you have an audience and motherfucking execs might not because they're trying to pay bills, but it's like when I was putting out views, I was like, I know people need this. I know they need flagrancy. I know they need it because I'm in the streets. I do these shows. So it was an awesome movie and it just like spoke so much to like what we're doing and like our
Son, you
mission
are
statement.
Dolemite.
Dude.
You're Dolemite.
Dolemite. Son, I gotta change my fucking Twitter name to that right now, son.
That the name of this week's
Dolemite is my
episode?
name. Bro.
Dolomite is my name. Hit that.
Dolemite, bro. I got
Hit that.
That is so good.
Hit
And
that.
but yeah, man, please go see it, guys, and then we'll have another discussion about it.
Yeah,
All right,
check
I'll watch it by
check out,
Patreon.
yeah.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just man of the motherfucking people.
I like those stories. That's that Tyler Perry shit, man.
Yo,
Those-
Tyler, man.
Tyler the
Those
fucking
stories
goat,
are so
yo.
fucking
You can
inspirational, yo.
say what you want about his movies, bro. Can't take away that man's hustle, bro.
Bro,
Yo,
I always
no.
defended Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
I remember tweeting this years ago when I remember it was that fucking Red Tails or some bullshit ass movie came out about the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah.
And everybody's like,
I saw it.
stop supporting these Tyler Perry. No, it's not about that. But people like woke black people were like, don't support this bullshit ass Tyler Perry stuff. Go support Red Tails, directed by white ass Steven Spielberg. So who really are you supporting if you go see that movie instead of Tyler Perry? I also say this: say whatever you want about him. His hustle out hustles your hustle every fucking day of the year.
Yeah.
And Medea's a funny character.
Yo, and all these fucking yo, but you know what's
I'll
mad
own up.
funny?
I'll own up. I was one of those people that was like used to shade him in the beginning because I just didn't like it. Just seemed like buffoonery and that type of shit.
It's like just seeing a dude in a dress, you're just immediately like,
Yeah.
No, because Chappelle put that in black people's fucking
No, it was
heads.
before
Like
Chappelle.
there's something
No,
wrong
no,
with
no,
putting
no,
his.
no, 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 no.
Chappelle went on Oprah.
It was before Chappelle,
and he
dog.
said some shit like, "Yo,
Nah,
Nah,
tell you
Chappelle
this.
was
Even when out,
Chappelle,
even
Kaz,
fucking Wanda
let me just say
in
that.
Living
Let me just
Color,
get it
I
out.
was
Let
like,
me
I
get
didn't
out.
like Wanda.
Let me get out. So Chappelle went on Oprah. There's a very famous recording of this. He goes on Oprah and he's like, "Why is it every time we're in a comedy we got to wear a dress? We got to do this. We got." And he got in black people's heads that the white man is trying to put you in a dress to make fun. Now, people have been in dresses for comedic effect. It's lowbrow humor from the beginning of fucking
Bugs
time.
Bunny did it every episode of
Every-
Looney Tunes.
And what? And who is Dave Chappelle's comedic influence?
Oh, interesting.
I'm sorry. Who is it?
Is it Bugs Bunny?
Motherfucker
that's
said
my
he
comedic
loved
influence.
Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny, bro.
Oh,
That's
word.
part of the
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Word up, me too.
So, or it was Roger Rabbit, one of them.
I don't know.
Are they the same thing? I don't
Nah,
know.
Bugs Bunny's different. Roger Rabbit's a movie, which isn't that he wasn't that funny in it. It's
Okay,
Bugs
so,
Bunny.
so then
Gotta
it's
be
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs.
So the point is, he got that shit in black people's heads. Now Tyler Perry goes, "I'm making my content. Nobody put me in a dress, but me. I'm doing my shit in a dress.
That's true.
I'm deciding to do this." And just like Dolemite, he's like, "I know there's 5 blocks of people in every neighborhood who are gonna love this shit," and he created it for them. And they brought him to the top. And now he has a fucking movie studio in Atlanta that is producing not only black films, but white TV shows, black TV shows, all this other streaming shit. And it's like, he fucking did it. He closed his eyes to all the bullshit critics who have never done anything with their fucking lives but criticize. And just went out and got it. And now all those exact same critics are going, "Tyler Perry, he's the man. Look what he's
To
built."
be fair, I didn't like Bugs. I like Bugs Bunny. I didn't like him because he wore dresses. I like Jamie Foxx. I didn't like him because he did Wanda.
You had a
I
problem
don't
with
like-
Bugs Bunny wearing dresses?
No, that's not why I liked him. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm saying it's not. I'm not saying Chappelle put it in black people's heads. Like, no, that's not what happened. I just never found it funny. I was like, "What? Well, there's other shit that I found
Yeah.
funny about him. Like,
I'm
noticed
just not
it,
a fan of
and they give me the
lowbrow.
yucks. But like, I know what I found funny out of that shit. It wasn't some Dave Chappelle putting in black people's heads that the man's trying to put you. No, it's just like Jamie Foxx is a funny motherfucker, bro. Like, Wanda's the last thing I think about. Like Chris
Wanda
Rock.
was hysterical. I'm a rock
all
your
right.
world. That shit was funny, and it's not. It doesn't.
And you're inclined to think whatever you
It's
want.
not even
just
just the dress. It's got to be more than right. Like this ugly fucking Wanda's face was so ugly. Lips out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rock your world. Such a funny fucking thing to say.
only
Shanae
black
wasn't
man.
funny?
No, that's what I was literally just about to say. Like the only black man in a dress that was legitimately funny was Martin at Shanae. Legitimately funny, but everything else, I'm like, you like Big Mama's House?
Yep.
That was your shit.
Yep.
Big Mama's House. Kind
Yup. Great
First
movie.
Big Mama's
Big
House.
Mama's House.
I fucks with
The
Big
whole
Mama's
point of
House.
Big Mama's house is that he's dressed
all
up.
right.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point of Big Mama's house is that he's dressed up.
Yeah.
So that's what made it especially funny.
Yo, Miss Doubtfire wasn't funny?
Miss
Y'all
Doubtfire.
really gonna say
Doubtfire's
Miss
great
Doubtfire
movie.
wasn't funny?
Doubtfire's funny.
Great movie.
I'm just saying. I didn't
And
think
the
Medea was
Medea
funny.
movies.
It wasn't me not thinking Medea was funny, and that was not being on some this is a strong black man trying to be a dress, yada yada. Nah, I just didn't think it was.
And Medea's
wasn't for me,
Medea's
bro.
movies.
Like,
Medea's
yeah.
movies. I watched a couple and I was like, this is like clearly for women. It's too dramatic. Whatever. But whenever Medea was on the screen, that shit was funny to me. Hello, man, Southern.
Yo, a lot of comedy just has to do with like juxtaposition, right? When you take a massive black dude and then put him in a feminine little dress, it just creates comedic juxtaposition.
But still has like the fucking thug ass. It's like a thug ass old lady.
Yeah,
like
so,
beating up people,
but wait
going
for
to
it.
jail. Like this shit funny.
But wait for it. That's another comedic juxtaposition.
Yeah, exactly.
Old lady, thug, right? Those
Yeah.
things aren't supposed to exist the same. Same reason why McLovin is funny. Nerd. Acts like tough gangster.
McLovin.
Gets all the hoes.
Nerd,
Yeah.
dorky, lispy white dude.
Yes. Well
Talks
said.
like a gangster, right? Anytime a comedic juxtaposition is, or anytime there's a severe juxtaposition, you're gonna have a comedic effect.
Great point.
People just take that shit too far, and it became like an insecurity and whatever. It doesn't matter. Point is, go do your fucking shit. Fuck all these haters, man.
Bang.
You know,
Can't argue with that shit.
just build, bro. That's what we all gotta be doing.
Listen,
Wise
listen,
words.
I don't give a fuck how you build the mansion, bro.
Build it,
Like
right?
build this shit. Like that's all I'm saying. That's why I'm like, yo, like just because those movies weren't for me, doesn't mean I'm gonna hate on the motherfucker. Like I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I could totally give you credit for how you got there. I mean, for what you built, but like I don't have to be like a big fan of how you got there. That's okay. Like, is that not okay? Like, is that not?
Dude, we can criticize how people got there. We criticize Jay-Z,
Criticize people all the time,
right? Like
They're
you could-
entertainers. That's what we do. We
could
either like it or
criticize-
we don't like it.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Oh,
it's like,
your view is nuanced. I got no problem with, hey, good for him. It's not for me. That's a valid ass point. But a lot of people were acting like what he was doing was setting black people back, when in reality, he's creating black cinema with black art at a black studio that's going to make other black films. Like what he was doing was building something, and everybody refused to see it because
yo,
To
people
play
were
devil's
more
advocate.
critical about Tyler Perry's movies than they were about Jay-Z's albums.
To play devil's advocate,
And Jay-Z was speaking things in several of his albums that I would say hold black people back way more than a loving grandmother.
to play devil's advocate there. You
Nah?
don't think? Yeah, I don't agree with that. At all.
Really?
He was saying stuff he used to do that he doesn't do now, and now he
Yeah.
was about his business and
Like you're
rising
literally
up
talking
people
about
all
two
around.
Turn
you.
a
albums.
25 to a
You're talking about two albums.
Yeah, you talk
25
about
to a
old.
250, 250 to a half a million. Like, how long you gonna talk about old shit?
You're talking about two. Like
You don't think he
if you're
glorified
talking about
drug dealing?
If you're talking about
That
full
stuff he was talking
content,
about the money he was making in the rap game. That wasn't talking about.
You don't think that he had glorified the drug game after not doing it?
Yes, but he's not glorifying it, saying you should do it. He's just saying
I think the album where actually where it's the least glorified is his first one,
Maybe
Reasonable
I don't-
Doubt.
I
The Evils
forget.
is like, well, who the fuck wants this? Like,
Yeah.
But after that, I didn't
don't
hear him
think-
doing that. And he says this shit. He's not trying to be conscious. He don't want a message.
I got
If
99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Truth be told, the lyrics sold lyrically, I'd be common sense, whatever. Oh, lyrically,
I would be Tyler Cooley.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I did $500,000. I ain't been rhyming like common sense.
So he's saying right there, I'm not doing this conscious shit.
yeah.
I'm not responsible.
But
with
I
my
wouldn't say
lyrics.
he's hurting people. I wouldn't say he's hurting the
He is
culture.
actively telling you though, I don't give a fuck about being conscious in my art.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not
making
hurting
money.
people. He's not a conscious comedian.
Hold on.
He's not hurting
back
anybody.
Up, let's back up. And I don't want this to sway the debate too much, but I just these arguments are always annoying. You think that in no way has Jay-Z glorified drug dealing in his art?
Not in a way to inspire others to do it.
I honestly don't think it was glorification. I think he was just telling the story. And they're talking about two albums in particular. Talking
Right.
about Reasonable Doubt, where it's literally all drug deal tales.
Right.
In my lifetime, literally all drug deal tales. Every album from then on, you might have one or two songs where he's talking about shit he used to do. But ever since then, it was just like, I make money, I get money, I get money. You know, from Hard Knock Life to Lifetimes of S. Dot Carter.
American Gangster. was-
American Gangster was quote unquote like the Frank Lucas story. Like
Yeah.
that was supposed to be like the soundtrack to the album. So
I'm not judging him. I'm not judging the song Big Pimpin', right? I'm not judging that way that the way that maybe women are spoken about that. I don't judge. My point is we are so quick to point a finger at Tyler Perry. Like what he's doing is more detrimental than what Jay-Z's talking about. I mean, like who's Jay-Z talking about pimping? Asian girls? You know what I mean? Like, nah, like we know who's in the video. Those black women that you love so much, Al. Where's the love for the black women?
Son, I love him.
Say what? You don't love them?
I love him.
All right, but you allowed them to be pimped.
Nah. That's
You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know who got the black women's back? Big Mama or whatever the fucking name is.
yo,
What is her
Big
name?
Mama saving out here. Oh, Medea
Madea.
saving black women.
Medea out here saving them from the pimps.
to play devil's advocate,
Everyone grows
though,
up.
You don't think that after hearing that
I don't
over and
judge Jay.
over and over,
Yeah.
thinking like, oh, you're setting black people back, setting black people back. You don't think the reason why he put that studio out, why he built towards that studio was because of
No, I don't. Because he kept putting out Medea movies while he had the studio. He been had that studio.
Yeah.
House of Pain, I'm pretty sure was filmed, at Tyler Perry Studios, and we're talking about 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
So like, I started Red Tails 2010, 2011. I'm hearing this shit then. He been had his own studio before.
Yeah.
that.
How can
he went from
set
when he
people
went to
back if only black people watch it? White people listen to Jay-Z shit way more than black people. Medea movies only black people watch, so they can't set a group of people back if they're the only ones watching it.
I mean, numbers wise, that's a guess.
I'll tell you this
Well,
though.
it is 100% fact that way more white people listen to Jay-Z than black people.
No, I'm saying to say no white people watch Medea movies is just
Okay, fine, but majority black people watch.
Would you
it.
say the majority, right?
I would say
That's fair.
same thing with Jay-Z. I would say the majority of black people listen to Jay-Z.
But way more white people listen to Jay-Z than black people
exactly.
because of population density,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And we know for a fact that those same numbers aren't reflected in Medea movies, right? We know a much higher percentage of people that watch them are black than white.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say.
And got you. But what
So
I
he
was just trying to say
physically
was
can't
like,
hold
yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
black people back in the eyes of non-blacks because non-blacks aren't even watching it. Whereas if that same thing is applied to, let's say, some gangster rap, the eyes that are on gangster rap, just because of population density and interest, are non-black majority. I don't want to get this into. This is what happens with these conversations when we don't want to admit the truths of like our.
No,
Don't put it
all
like
I'm trying
that.
to explain
Don't
to you
put it
is
like
that
that.
you
It's
said
true.
that
It's-
Don't
only
put it like
black
that,
people
son.
watch Medea movies. I'm like, that can't be possible.
It's majority.
Like
It's
it's a
vast
majority,
majority.
yes, of course.
Hey,
Same
you know
thing
what?
with Jay-Z music.
Vast majority of people that watch Passion of the Christ, Christians. I know
Right.
it's shocking.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason he was playing it in those. Mormons got a movie channel, and they got a TV channel. You know, the majority of people watch that shit. Mormons. It's not. It's just what it is. You know, it's fine. It's just an interesting double standard. We don't got to get too far into this. It doesn't matter. I don't know how we even got to this. Point is, create your own shit. Don't give a fuck what anybody says. You're gonna be hated if you are successful, and if you're unsuccessful, no one will give a fuck about you. All the criticism comes. The same people that are critical of
Nobody
Jay-Z.
criticizes bums.
Nobody's critical of bums.
Nobody
True.
criticizes
Good point.
bums, bro.
You gotta love the criticism. You gotta love.
I had
the
to learn
hate.
to love that. I had to
Let
learn to
them
love
hate
that.
on you,
Yeah,
Ken.
you said some
I
ill
said-
shit one time. You said the opposite of love isn't hate; it's indifference.
Difference.
Yes.
That's fucking bars. I
But don't
remember
give a
that.
fuck. So that's the worst.
Yes.
That's the worst. I'd
That-
rather you be angry than just be like, oh.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, that's a
That's-
Kaz gem.
Yeah, that's how I know.
I'm sure I stole it from someone.
No, it is a saying. It is a quite popular saying. But yeah, man, it's a look. It's a tricky situation. I know we got some sports stuff we got to talk to. We're at about
A lot
2
of
hours
report
right now,
this.
so let's get into
A lot of deportees.
it.
Yo, the Niners might be for real, huh?
Bro,
I didn't watch any football.
I watched.
fan.
I was.
I'm a fan of Magabosa, bro.
Magabosa is not
Magabosa's
playing
a
around, dude.
beast,
He's a
Dude,
Magabosa got one of those D-line interceptions when he
Son.
just fucking and he fucking
he caught
mushed the
that
fuck
shit
out
like
of
it was a
somebody.
Mexican trying to jump over the border, bro. Toss that shit right back, dog.
Dog, he'll fuck around. He might be. I'm
He's defensive rookie of the year already.
already.
That's locked.
He might be defensive player of the year.
I mean, okay.
It was Khalil Mack for like 4 weeks, and then the Bears started sucking because Mitchell Trubisky's like
Trash. Right.
and the the Bears became trash. But fucking Nick Bosa, dog,
Can y'all
Bad
explain
dude,
this to
man.
me, please?
bad fucking dude.
How do the Patriots have the best defense in the league, nonstop coverage of said defense, nonstop headlines of said defense, and I don't know a single person that plays defense for the Patriots?
It's a great point.
Stephen Gilmore,
But
is one guy.
Break this down to
Only
me.
guy I
How,
know.
like,
There's Gilmore.
Is Patrick Chung still on the team?
I don't think so, no.
but isn't this
'Cause
a
you know who's the best
fascinating
defensive
phenomenon?
player?
Like,
The best defensive player on the team is Bill Belichick's fucking mind.
Yeah.
so that's what we do. We always give the credit to the coach and respect for the guys on that fucking team for not having the Odell Beckham Jr. egos that need to be stroked every 5 seconds. And we'll get to that in a little bit. But, like, they have arguably the most potent. There was a statistic that came out and said that offenses would have a higher QB rating. Quarterbacks would have a higher QB rating against the Patriots if they spiked the ball every single down
What the fuck?
than they would if they actually played.
That's crazy.
QB ratings against the Patriots are like 35.2 or something like that, and
Yeah.
if you spike every down, it's 36.9.
Yeah.
That's
Some crazy. But how do we not know a lineman, a linebacker? I mean, Gilmore's a corner, isn't he?
He's a corner. Yeah,
So it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Probably because the team's just all around good.
That's what
There's
Bill
no
Belichick
standouts,
does,
so
bro.
it's
So there's
all
no
around good.
highlighted player
Yeah.
because everybody's at
So
that.
good.
Is
Yep.
that possible?
They still got
think
that boy
that happens.
Hightower, I think. He's good. Dante Hightower.
Dante Hightower.
They still have him?
Right, they
think
probably
he's
have
a
the
lineman,
Devin
inside
McCourty.
linebacker.
I think
Yeah.
McCourty's brother now plays on the team.
These guys also, when they leave, don't tend to do much.
I remember when
that right?
everyone
The
was,
Patriots' model is to let their free agents go. We
yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Remember
Go.
when everyone was talking shit about Malcolm Butler not playing in the Super Bowl
Yeah.
and shit? And
That-
he was the
that
guy
I
who
think-
made the,
I
he made
think
the
that was
game-winning interception.
that was a Belichick mistake. I think to not play.
Yeah,
but
and they
because he
lost.
lost the Super Bowl and Nick
Yeah.
Foles had like 400 yards. But overall,
But have you heard of Malcolm Butler since?
no, that's a great point. That's
You
a
know what I
fucking
mean?
great
Probably
point. That's a great point.
Interesting. So what is that? Explain to
Bill
me.
Belichick's entire model, from what I understand, like they're saying, is do your job. If I tell you what to do and you do it, we will win. Trust everything else. And they trust that. That's why players, I don't know if they love Bill Belichick, but they just get it. I think Troy Aikman talking about it. He was saying, like, players just know if he tells me to do something and I do it, we'll win.
There's a saying that people value security over freedom, that if you could guarantee somebody's security in life,
Yeah.
that they would hand over their freedoms, right? And that is what
That's what we
people.
did.
Good parallel.
That's what people try to. That's what people try to do with like the guns thing, right? If we get those guns off the streets, then you're safe, right? Don't you want to be safe? And you're like, oh yeah, sure. And then the other side goes, hey, if you want to be safe, well here's some guns. Guns will keep you safe. Whatever, doesn't matter. I wonder if that Belichick Patriots system offers security. Like there's a confidence and calm that comes with just going, if I just go in today and I do my job,
I mean, that's the football
everything's gonna be
philosophy.
fine.
That's
Yeah.
the football philosophy. Like,
Yeah.
if it's supposed to be fucking drumline, one band, one sound. If the team does good, all good things will happen. Everybody will get what the fuck they want out of life, whatever. But at the same time, a lot of people don't want to do that shit. You know, you got people who were the man their entire life in high school, college, whatever. They feel like they're gonna get to the NFL.
Also-
and it makes sense. Like you get to the NFL, you see motherfuckers like who's a shutdown cornerback? That Jalen Ramsey, all up in fucking commercials, all this other shit. Has he won shit? No, not really. And some people are okay with that because not everybody's gonna win shit.
I'll say two things. First, you also have to trust that your coach will out scheme the other coach.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do my job, we'll win because his scheme is better. There's only one coach I trust with that week in and week
That's
out.
a great point, because if you don't trust the coach,
Jason Garrett, if you do your job, you're probably 8-8. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
so now you start going, should I change things up so that we can actually win?
yeah, or
and
just
now you
like, what
question
I'm
all the
fucking listening to this
decisions.
guy for? What, you don't have those skins on the wall. I'm not impressed with any of your schemes. What Belichick did to the Rams, I don't know that they've recovered since. They're 5-2 now, but they beat up on a couple scrubs the last 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure.
Those
Yeah.
are also Rams, yeah.
Yeah,
those
the
bombs.
Rams and somebody else in London that was trash.
There was such a great fucking chess move made by Tom Brady, man, and I think this was this last week. I thought it was so fucking genius.
What was
So
it?
they let go of Josh Gordon,
Right.
or they put him on injured reserve. I guess they're
Yeah.
going to let go of him in like a week. And they trade for Mohamed Sanu.
Right.
And Sanu wears number 12.
Yeah.
And upon signing and trading him, Tom Brady DMs Mohamed Sanu, wide receiver for the Falcons, and now the Patriots, and he says, hey, I know you're number 12. If you want the number, it's yours. Now, we all know ain't a fucking
Nobody-
chance in the world that
Yeah.
Tom Brady is giving up that number. But he's testing to see if Mohamed Sanu is willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team.
Oh, interesting.
Of course.
I also thought it was a way of like extending an olive branch, like but
100% too.
he said you're gonna love me, and
Nah,
I'm not
it's-
giving them. We
it's-
both know you're not gonna take the fucking number.
Yeah.
And it's Tom Brady, so you would never do it. But
Yeah.
like now, Sanu is like, oh my God, what a guy.
Yeah.
But he's also going, wow, he's willing to sacrifice that for my comfort. What am I willing to sacrifice
That's great.
for the comfort of the
Great
team?
point, yep.
But it was a genius fucking manipulation tactic, because you get somebody's loyalty
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Of course.
in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heartbeat. What a brilliant
And
fucking
it's
thing.
I mean, dog, first off,
You go.
off rip.
Yeah,
You're a wide receiver for New England Patriots. You fall in the fucking line.
you do.
So if you're going to be the motherfucker that comes in like, yeah, I want number 12. Really?
No,
You're not.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole city
All right,
will
I'll take
hate
number
you.
12. Here, take it.
Boston will hate your fucking guts. How
He should
dare
have called
you?
his bluff. He should have called his fucking
I would've
bluff.
loved that.
Be like, yes, I want number 12.
Appreciate that,
yes.
fam. Yeah,
Good
you
looks,
should try
bro.
14.
Yeah, I'm such a
Let me
cynic.
get off that.
I'm such a cynic. Do players get a cut of their jersey sales?
Yeah.
I was like, Brady has had the same jersey, same number for so
Oh,
long.
interesting.
It's like, hey, let me switch it up.
It becomes a collector's item.
Because everybody already has a Brady jersey, I imagine, in New England.
You've never had to get. You haven't had to get a new Brady jersey in
In
20
forever.
years.
Wow, that's
Get
a
a quick,
great point.
get a quick spike right there
Maybe
just
he
by
did
changing the
want it.
number.
That's a possibility.
It
I
comes
mean-
and there's the rumors that
Yeah,
He
these
might be
rumors are
leaving,
getting
yeah.
louder that he might
Brady-
leave at the end of the year.
Brady might be out next year,
And
bro.
go where?
Bro, I don't know. Here's my tinfoil hat, bro. Between Belichick, Kraft shit, I finally got to watch Living with Myself with Paul Rudd and the Tom Brady joke.
Oh yeah,
So in context, I could see that, if Brady says it wasn't planned, that with the whole, massage parlor joke, I get it because now I've seen the whole thing. That makes sense.
Right.
But I could totally see Robert Kraft being like, yo, I'm fucking going through all this shit. You're going to go in here and do a fucking TV show?
Right.
And fucking some shit happened behind the scenes. And the Patriot way, nobody knows the Patriot way more than Brady and these motherfuckers. They ain't going to let that shit leak out.
No.
They ain't going to let that. Ain't none of that shit go into the press. Bill Belichick barely gets 5 fucking words out in every fucking press conference. Some shit happened between those three. And it was on some, one of us got to go. Bill ain't going. Kraft the boss. It's got to be you, dog.
We'll
It's
see.
got to be you. He's 42 years old. He probably feels like he could still go. If you look at the way they're calling the plays, they're not really letting Brady get loose like he used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not really throwing. And maybe it's old age, whatever, but you kind of tell that they're being a little conservative, or maybe he's being conservative on purpose because, hey, he's not trying to empty the tank. He still wants to play a couple more years. Some shit definitely went down between them, and I totally believe he's out of there next year. In one way or another, by retirement or going to another team. He'll probably go. I'm almost positive if he leaves, he goes to a team in the division. Some shit happened, dog.
Buffalo?
Some shit happened. I think he goes to Buffalo. A lot of people saying Buffalo. They're very Patriot-like. They played them the toughest this year.
Buffalo
They got
just got AJ Green.
good.
Buffalo did
They
get
did?
AJ Green.
Yeah, you got- they got
Buffalo.
a nice
Josh
little
Allen
target.
is not. Bro, I watched that game hoping the Eagles would lose.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do yesterday but watch football. They're terrible.
Yeah.
The other team I was interested in would be the Bears.
Yeah.
We've said this last week, I think, but like
nice little defense.
crazy defense, good special teams always for somehow. I don't know how the fuck they
For
do
some
that.
reason, I could totally see Tom Brady on the Bears. Like every
Cold
other
weather,
team,
he's fine with that.
Yeah, like every other team, I'm like, it wouldn't look weird. But for some reason, I think because it's like an old school, one of the original teams and shit. Like they got the fucking old ass field. He's old as fuck.
You know what'd be fun about the Bears? You know who's in their division?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. That duel twice a year would be fun.
Be worth the
Aaron
price
is
of
playing
admission,
out of
bro.
his mind, dude.
Bro,
There
that
was a-
fucking throw.
He made
dude.
the best
He's
throw
on
I've ever seen in my
He's like
life,
jumping,
dog.
falling to the side. He sidearms it, and it's
It's not
still
even an
a
arm. He, like,
30-yard
flicked it.
pass.
Perfect throw.
But
was
like,
like
how far was it?
He
It was-
it
I think it
started
was
at the 10 or
Yeah,
something like
it
that.
might
but
have been like a
okay,
15 yards.
he gets
but-
blitzed. He runs back probably 15 yards. He's probably at the 30.
So he runs back. Let's say he's at the 20.
Yeah.
It's 10 yards into the end
Yeah,
zone.
that's true.
It's a 30-yard sidearm flick to
Like-
a point in the end zone where only the receiver could grab it.
If
Unbelievable.
Right?
this table's the end zone,
Holy
he
shit.
threw it right where that fucking mic stand is, and
Yeah.
that's literally the only place it could go, or it's going out of bounds. And that shit fell right into his pocket, and I was just like, it was one of those things, like, Chris Collinsworth, say whatever you want about him being the commentator.
Yeah.
He's had some of these, like, epic, like, delayed reaction calls. He had the same fucking call when Odell caught the catch in Dallas,
Yeah.
where nobody really know if it was a catch or not, and then he just has these delayed reaction. He's like, oh my God, I think that's a touchdown, and he called it in, and And he's so whack, but like he's so great for those fucking delayed reactions to these incredible plays that only happen on Sunday Night Football. And holy fuck, Aaron Rodgers, man. I know for some reason people try to like kind of write him off every year with like the Mahomes and the Watsons of the world. Like,
didn't you do that?
I did. I was one of those guys. I was like, Mahomes is
accusing other people of shit. He does all that.
I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. We all sipping the Mahomes Kool-Aid and even the Watson Kool-Aid right
they're
now.
both
But
incredible.
they're both incredible. But fuck, Aaron Rodgers is still that man, dog. He's still that man until proven otherwise.
We got to wrap this up soon. Is there something else you really want to touch on? Because we're way over too.
Do we need to talk about any basketball? The Warriors are horrible.
Oh, well, all right. Let's talk about the Warriors being horrible real quick.
Ooh.
Because it's interesting. The whole league is relishing on this, and I guess what I'm trying to say is they had a couple horrible losses. I think they lost by like 40 or something like that
To the fucking Thunder.
to the Thunder, right?
The rebuilding Thunder.
The rebuilding Thunder. So it's
To be fair.
important to understand, right? It's important to understand with the Warriors, right? They've suffered a couple big losses. So you got to ask who is supposed to defend, right? You have no Iggy, which is really big defensively.
People
You
act like
have
Iggy and Sean Livingston.
no Clay,
Yeah.
which is really big defensively. And then you have no KD, which is big offensively and defensively. The only way that they're going to be able to compete is if they let Steph go ham. And I think that they're going to unleash it. Now, is he too old? Is he too weak? Is he able to fucking go for 40 every night? But the only way they'll be able to beat teams is if they outscore them because they don't have the personnel to defend. They just do not have it. Who's going to lock down? Steph?
Draymond is the only defender they got.
Dre's the only.
Dre's
D'Angelo
the
can't
ultra
defend.
glue guy. He's the ultra glue guy. He will only be good on good teams. He's what I, and this is totally out of reach. He's like if Frank Ntilikina was a big man, like on a team with good players. On a team with good players, he would put up great numbers, right? But Draymond and Steph's game just isn't conducive to a 50-win team by himself. Not in this league. When they could send two people at you every single day.
He's got to go crazy.
Y'all see the quote I just sent like an hour ago to the group thread? Is Patrick Beverly yelling at the Warriors bench? Y'all a little different without KD. I see. Y'all cheated long enough. It's okay. Y'all had a good run. Back to reality.
Wow, facts.
Nobody fears them at all. Wow.
And you know what?
Why would they fear them,
They're
Akash?
never gonna call off the dogs on these dudes.
Why would they?
They were down 50 at half. You think they called off the dogs? You think they had
why
their
would
best
they?
players?
There's nothing to fear.
Hell no.
But you still thought the squad was good on paper. I mean, I think we thought Clay was coming back at the All-Star break. But like, D'Angelo Russell, he's solid. They still got
Clay,
chemistry.
No fucking chance. With Clay, they're interesting again because now you have a stopper and you have another guy who's lights out. And those three guys, lights out, is very interesting.
Should we be concerned that it's not a 9-month ACL injury, which is kind of normal for ACLs now, right?
I think they're just being extra cautious.
Just throwing the year.
Yeah,
Do they have a draft pick this year if they're as bad as they think?
Yeah, I don't think
theirs?
they've let go any picks. But I think Clay's. If I'm a betting man, I think Clay's back by March. I mean, if they're in contention, I think he's back by March.
So here's my other question: whose legacy does this affect more, Steph or LeBron's?
Son, before we answer that, your boy Jordan might have been right.
Yeah,
Come on, son.
Stop. Jordan said he's not a Hall of Famer
Stop,
yet
man.
in the season where he had to prove his Hall of Fame worthiness. And right now they're getting bombarded.
Let's
bro.
be fair.
But go on, answer that question though, which is
What we've always said about LeBron, and I love LeBron as much as he loves China. Big LeBron fan. Didn't like the move to LA, but whatever. Fine. What you always said, I want to see I want to see LeBron with a true team. He had the Heat with Dwayne Wade, and then Dwayne wasn't the same after the first year. He had the Cavs where him and Kyrie and Kevin Love, and that's it. Everybody else sucks. He had the Cavs before with fucking Boobie Gibson as the second best player. He's never had a squad that's not even all-stars, but just good fucking players top to bottom. Steph has had a historically good supporting cast.
Yeah.
Since we started looking at him as an MVP, he has had Klay Thompson, the best two-way player maybe in history.
I mean
Kawhi,
but
take that back. Kawhi. He's
Jordan.
top 10 two-way player in
Sure,
history.
top 10 two-way,
He's let's say this, I'll pull back. He's our generation's Pippen.
Okay.
In the sense of being a two-way player.
I'll take that.
I
He
think
has
it's better, but go on.
He has Draymond Green, who's one of the all-time great glue guys, to use Kaz's term.
100%.
He has Sean Livingston as his fucking backup.
Yep.
Iggy, who's an all-star if he wants to be on his own team
Absolutely.
at that age. He has fucking KD come over.
A lot of help.
And he cooks everybody.
A lot of
Of
help.
course he cooks everybody. I mean, he's great, but like it's easy to cook when nobody can double you. No, who are you going to double off of?
Couldn't be more right, dude.
Yeah.
Now he's getting doubled, and you could probably honestly triple team him.
Yeah. I mean,
And what's he doing?
We've seen it happen before. When the Cavs won their first when the Cavs won their first title, and LeBron, it was like LeBron and fucking Matthew Dellavedova versus the world or whatever.
Oh, and they were up 2-1 against the Warriors in that playoffs. If LeBron has Kyrie, I'm convinced there's no way they lose that series.
Yeah. I think that one team was probably LeBron's best team, even Miami, like top to bottom. That was his best team that he's ever had.
Interesting.
But with the Warriors and Steph, his game just isn't conducive to take over solely by himself. Like, yes, he has a superstar talent. He has a superstar trait. He has one thing that he does better than anybody in the entire world.
In history.
But the way he's built, the way he plays, how finesse his game is, it's only good for like 40 games. He's gonna run out of gas. Like motherfuckers are gonna lay the wood on him for them first 2-3 weeks. It's gonna be.
You gotta
rough for
sit him a
man.
lot of games to save him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, for next year.
I think 100% save him for next year.
Load
and
management.
If you want him to get any wins at all, he's going to have to go for 40. And if he's going for 40, it's going to take a heavy toll on that body, man. He's not young.
Honestly,
Steph is
And he's slight.
30. He's 31 years
Yeah, he's
old.
31.
So it's like this is not a young guy. This is 31-year-old. History of ankle injuries. And now you have to carry the weight of a shit team. Whoa!
Dog, lowest the keys. I trade D'Angelo Russell
Immediately.
I didn't like that fit. I thought it would be a cute fit.
Right.
Like
I thought all
just
that he
'cause
was
they're
was
both-
trade bait.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
thought
what we
too.
thought.
I
He
didn't
was
think they were
gone.
going to keep him. I think they need to get a 3-and-D wing. They need somebody to complement Draymond. They need someone
Funny
to complement fucking Coley Stein and those guys.
That's a funny meme. That's
That's
funny
great.
meme.
Oh man, but yeah, I trade him.
Guys, some dates or anything like that before we run out of here?
Yes. shit.
Yeah.
So look, we will be this weekend, Chico. We'll be there on Friday, Chico, California. Saturday, Sunday, Sacramento, sold out. Thank y'all so much. Then we're coming back the 14th, Connecticut, Norwalk, the Wall Street Theater. The 16th, Boston, the Wilbur Theater. 2 shows, still tickets left for the second show. And then the 22nd, New York Town Hall. New York Town Hall. I think we have like 60 tickets left for the second show total. Get on that immediately. Sell that out. And theandrewschultz.com for those tickets. Oh, yeah, we just added Edmonton and New Orleans as well. So those will be available at theandrewschultz.com. Matador is the pre-sale code for those. That's only available for y'all that know about it. So Matador, do that. I love y'all. And Akash, Kaz, I got to run, so I'm going to let you
Go ahead,
close
bro.
this up. But I love
Stand
y'all.
up.
Keep it tight.
Yes, sir.
Be good. Peace.
Atlanta this weekend, November 2nd. We are at the Masquerade. DJ Screaming Friends. Oh, Duce Palooza Masquerade. DJ Screaming Friends. DJ Moran. DJ Princess Cut. Sushi Siege. DJ Black Boy. We got Pee Wee Longway and Money Man performing as well in Atlanta, Los Angeles, California. We in you. That was a lot. We in you right after that. November 8th, 2019 at the Palladium. Get your tickets on DucePalooza.com/tickets. And we made the big announcement this past week. Duce Palooza, Brooklyn, New York, Barclays Center, motherfucking December 13th, 2019. Get your tickets now because when I announce that fucking lineup, them tickets are going to fly out to fucking
That's so
shit.
crazy.
And shout out to everybody who tuned in to Big Apple Buckets from New York Post, my Knicks podcast, all my Knicks fans. That was we did really good numbers the first week. So, if you subscribing to it, thank you so much. It means a whole hell of a lot to me. So that's all I got. What up,
Flagrancy is spreading.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question about Barclays.
Barclays, bro.
That first ball is fucking insane. second of all, how do people party? Are they going to be in the stands? They're going to be on the court?
So there'll be sections. We'll have a floor section, which is GA. You can go wherever you want. We'll have a stage right in the middle, and then there'll be sections within the crowd. So if you're in section 100, there'll be a designated bar to your section, so you can party in there, and you can get your tickets and get your drink on and all that type of shit. So there'll be sections, but if you get a floor seat, you can go wherever you want. It's just like a regular.
This guy is doing stadiums for concerts with no musical talent. It is fucking incredible, man.
Yes.
It's incredible. No. I mean, none of you guys are musicians.
The facts.
And you're selling like fucking Ariana Grande. Isn't that crazy?
Bro.
That's amazing, man. And I'm complimenting because you guys built it from fucking a backyard party
basement.
or whatever, right? Basement, yeah.
Basement, bro.
Incredible.
Thank you, man.
You're Dolemite for parties. Guys, I am in San Diego, November 7th, 8th, and 9th at the American Comedy Club. I am at the next night at the Tempe Improv, November 10th. November 14th, I'm also going to be in Connecticut. So if you're closer to Andrew, go see him. If you're closer to me, or if you try to buy tickets to Andrew's show and that shit is sold out, come see me. And then December 20th and 21st, we are in Mumbai at the Habitat Comedy Club. Buy tickets. Hopefully we can add a Thursday also if we keep selling tickets. So go check that out. akashsingh.com. Thank you guys for listening. Alex, Ed, you guys have anything you want to say? Nobody cares. Thank you guys.
TMI Podcast.
Check the TMI Podcast. Check Dropping In. Alex is cooking.
Yes, sir. The whole family's cooking, bro. Whole family's cooking.
Thank you guys for listening, man. God bless.
Peace.